Friday. We're having a BYO pool party. We wanted a pool party. We just didn't have pools. So we're doing it just underneath the Opera House. No, that'd be buried.
That's
Sorry,
buried.
underneath,
Just across from the Opera House.
Just underneath the Sydney Harbour Bridge, Ham. Dawes Point. You can come down. Watch Powderfinger for free, our final show of the year. Come down as long as you bring your inflatable pool.
Now, of course, because obviously not everyone can walk to Sydney, HamishAndy.com if you want details on how you can make your way there.
Yes, you can. We are giving away some flights as well, Ham. So everyone is included. But, you don't need a ticket on the day. You can just rock down. After Powderfinger came on, so many bands have put their hand up. None bigger than, I think, Frank Stallone.
Frank Stallone has offered his services. That, of course, needs no introduction, but for those who've been living under a rock or perhaps just living in society where he's not known. Sylvester Stallone's brother.
Yep, Sylvester Stallone's brother.
He plays he does his own thing.
He was responsible for a lot of the music in the Rocky films. Anyway,
he's big.
But we said, you can't just have the gig Frank Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's brother. You have to go on the ginormous wheel that we've made here. This took some budget from Coca-Cola.
This is what we really hammered Coke for, money-wise. Here's how it works. We have every artist that appears on the wheel on hold on the phone right now, but every time we click the wheel around one more segment, it plays the music of whoever is going to be a potential band.
Yeah.
We can only select one today. A lot of bands want to be involved. We've got them all queued up on the wheel. Shall I just give people a demo, Andy?
Fire up the big wheel, Ham, if you could.
Alrighty, just so people get a bit of an... Here we go. Let's have a listen. Who have we got on?
Frank Stallone. Andre Rieu.
He's back.
S Club 7 have joined in. Oh, that's just a panpipe group. John Butler said he's available Friday. He's waiting on hold. Meatloaf is keen to come along as well. The Baha men are also on hold, waiting to find out. You can shut that off, Ham.
No.
You can shut that off.
One of the great...
Turn it off, mate. Okay. Thank you.
One of the great unsolved crimes of the 20th century. Who did let those dogs out?
So all these bands are on hold. They are waiting for an invite to the BYO pool party.
It's so nice of them. Especially, Meatloaf, your Rius, your Stallones, to take the time out of their day to just wait patiently. We might not even get to talk to them.
Exactly.
I could pick up the phone right now and talk to Frank Stallone.
No, but
I won't.
You won't, because it's not in the rules. Alex, you pretend you're in a film.
No, basically, you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, sorry. When I'm in the gym, I always have the Rocky Balboa soundtrack playing. Gives you a lot more motivation, really steps up the game kind of thing.
So do you literally play this on your iPod, or do you just have it in your head?
No, I play it on the iPod. Much more better result.
So are we talking like Eye of the Tiger or the theme song from the film?
Eye of the Tiger is not too bad. The actual Rocky, the Hearts on Fire song, that's pretty good too. It just depends on what exercise you're doing.
What about the song? What about the song the busker is playing as he walks down the road in the first one?
Yeah, sometimes if I feel a little bit tired,
You're lying, Alex.
So Alex, you'll basically pick any scene from Rocky as long as it was in Rocky. You'll have it.
Yeah, it'll work.
Alex, funny side note here that the busker is actually Frank Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's brother, who has an amazing band that I really hope.
I hope one day Frank Stallone gets the recognition he deserves. Are you a fan of Frank Stallone, Alex?
Mate, look, I learn something every day. You just told me that now, so yeah, I'm a fan.
Of course you are.
We'll tell Frank there's another one on board.
Alex. Hey, it sparked our interest, didn't it, on Friday's show when we were talking about what songs people might like to, or TV shows people might like to put on or imagine they're in.
To help them get through life.
Helping get through life. Fellow rang up and said and I think this is a common one, just bloody loves putting on the Rocky theme track when he goes to the gym.
Yeah.
That sparked a separate conversation. This was it. Funny side note here that the busker is actually Frank Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's brother, who has an amazing band that I really hope...
I hope one day Frank Stallone gets the recognition he deserves. Are you a fan of Frank Stallone, Alex?
Mate, look, I learn something every day. You just told me that now, so yeah, I'm a fan.
Of course you are.
We'll tell Frank there's another one on board.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Alex saying, yes, I'll be a fan, and it came about because the busker in Rocky was actually...
Frank Stallone.
And
we got off air on Friday, and Andy said, listen, Haim, it's all fun and games talking about Frank Stallone on air, but let me just play you a few tracks.
Yeah.
And you fired up your computer, and I saw there on your iTunes, you got a lot of Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
And Frank wrote a few of the songs from Rocky.
Plenty.
Most of the Rocky songs are written by Frank, who should rightfully be the most famous Stallone.
Yeah.
And Andy, for your listening pleasure, has organised to play a few tracks.
I picked
now.
out just a variety of tracks.
I want everyone to just
examine the body of work.
This is the moment. Imagine if someone could have warned you before you first got to hear U2, Coldplay, Beyonce, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could have prepared for it so you could remember where you are.
Yeah.
This is the moment. You're about to hear Frank Stallone for the first time. Do you want to give me names or can I try and guess the names?
You should try and guess them, man.
Okay,
because,
cool.
He's very colourful with his names anyway.
Yeah.
But this is the first one I'd love to introduce everybody to.
Yeah.
So you didn't expect that.
No way. No.
Perfect for...
I've never heard it before, but I feel like I can play along to it.
Perfect for a montage of some description. Maybe running, maybe jogging, maybe boxing.
You see a bit of that in Rocky.
Well... So that's that one, Ham. What would you suggest that one was called?
I think that would be called something like Unfair Lover.
Close. It's called Far From Over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Far From Over. So that's a much better name.
That's pretty exciting, isn't it, everybody? Now, to give you another taste of what Stallone has to offer, he's not just all, running montages during the day.
Yeah.
Sometimes he has nighttime montages.
Great nighttime montage. Cruising past bars, thinking. Nighttime running.
Yeah.
That's really good. Oh, now it's a little bit more...
That's what I'm talking about. This is
on.
nighttime.
He's got a soft side. He's not scared to show it.
What do you think that one's called?
Midnight Romance.
No, it's called Music is Magic.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Of course it is.
Okay. Then I thought I'd go in a completely different direction.
Yeah.
Right? Just so everyone has the balance.
Yeah.
Okay, have a listen to this.
Oh. Love the synthesizer.
Yeah. Yep. See, montage, but in the summer, not the winter.
Summer montage.
Summer montage.
He's good.
Yeah. What would you think that one was called?
Like Liquid Crystal Heart.
That one's called She's So Popular. So he's just...
God, that's a good name for a song.
Yeah, and then again, I thought, wow, we've seen that side of Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
Maybe we need something, a little softer, a little more rounded, perhaps.
Nice.
Isn't that nice, everybody?
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that just, we've made it. We've done it.
Cool.
I can't believe this song wasn't picked up by a 90s sitcom.
That should have been the opening themes to a sitcom.
Yeah.
If I had to guess at the name, I'm going to say Impossible Angel.
It's I Do Believe in You.
Oh, good. Off the back of the less successful I Don't Believe in You, which doesn't work for Rocky.
Kelly's called in, 131060.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, very well.
I am so glad you guys put this on air because I love Frank Stallone.
Kelly, you're a Frank fan.
Staying Alive is probably one of my favourite movies, and I've actually seen him on stage with that actress. Her name was Jackie in the movie Staying Alive, and he was the guitarist and singer with her, and I think he's fantastic. He should get some recognition.
Hang on, Kelly. Have you seen Frank Stallone in concert?
No, I haven't seen him in concert, but he was actually in the movie, Staying Alive movie. He was in a band with the actress. Her name was Jackie in the movie, and he was the guitarist. And,
of course he was. Isn't he beautiful to watch?
He is amazing to watch. And I thought he does look like Sylvester Stallone. He should have been recognised.
I know, Kelly. And the more I've got into Frank, and it's only been in the last few days, but the more I look at Sinatra and go, why are you the most famous Frank?
Thank you, Kelly. Dean, you have some more info on Frank Stallone.
I do. First-time caller, long-time listener, fellas.
Oh, Dean, I'm glad that Frank Stallone finally compelled you to call the show.
What else did he do for
After
you?
5 years of dangling worms in the water, we finally got Dean to bite.
That's it, guys. From my understanding, he also did the song at the end of the Rambo movies.
He would have.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people have suggested that Sylvester Stallone just throws the work to his brother and that it's not deserved.
No.
Now,
I would have preferred to see Frank Stallone defeat the terrorists himself with a guitar at the end of Rambo.
I have on good account that Sly Stallone goes through many different artists.
And just happened,
And then happens
for
to-
Rocky and Rambo to like Frank.
To like Frank.
Yeah.
Dean, what was your favourite out of the four we just played?
I'd probably say I'd prefer the Road Is Long, which is the end credits for Rambo.
Oh, yeah? It's got its own favourite.
And that's why we like Dean calling up.
Maybe we try and locate The Road Is Long. I'm sure I'll have it in my system, Ham.
Well, I mean, we've got to go to another song, but maybe we've not finished with Frank.
We just spoke to a fella at the end there, Haim, who his favourite song was It's a Long Road, the Rambo theme from Frank Stallone. My intel has that Frank didn't write that one.
Well, if you've just joined us, people may not be aware, and shame on you, but it's okay because I was in the same boat less than a week ago, that Frank Stallone, Sylvester's brother, is an extraordinary musician.
Yeah.
He has got so many songs, he has a greatest hits.
Yeah, well,
And in my
absolutely.
opinion, it's sort of a futile exercise because as soon as he puts out a song, it's a greatest hit already.
Exactly. If Kevin Rudd had woken up every morning and played himself this track...
Or instead of speaking to us, he just put a boombox up on the lectern and played this and nodded and did air drums behind it. He'd be our longest prime minister. Just picture it. Comb over going everywhere. Glasses fogging up.
See, he would still be Prime Minister.
Oh.
He'd still be...
He'd be the greatest PM of all time.
I'd like to know, and maybe, I mean, I dare say it, Ham, obviously I'm getting a little older age. I want to know what the youth think of Frank.
Sure, Ando, you and I, we're over the hill, man. We're in our late 20s. I want to know what the youth, what the presidents of tomorrow, if they move to America, or the prime ministers of tomorrow.
What about anyone under, 25, 24? Would that be the youth, Ham? Are we going to get a gauge of what they're thinking? Because
that's not us anymore, man. We've lost touch with that.
There is so much Frank.
I mean, is Degrassi Junior High even still on in the afternoons? I don't know.
I want to get the youth vote.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where the direction this goes.
Because we've got a lot of people calling in now who have loved that, I assume.
Yeah.
Who might not own a Frank album, who are hopefully just, trying to record this at the moment off the radio and put it in their Frank bank just for later.
Mark, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Great.
Sweet,
That's where the pulse is.
Yeah.
And we need our finger on that pulse.
Yeah, man.
I am loving Frank Stallone. I'm just driving home from work doing a bit of air drumming at the lights. And people are looking at me like I'm some form of idiot.
Well,
I'm just not understanding it.
Sneer back at them because...
I think he's the next John Williams. What about you?
It's a big call, Mark, but I'm willing to back it. We're going to make and send you an I'm with Frank bumper sticker so no one laughs at you again.
Thanks, Mark. Ben, how old are you, Ben?
I'm 20.
Yeah, again, right on the pulse. Yeah.
Perfect. Ben, you're a marketer's dream. You're exactly who marketers are after.
You think you've been into Frank for a while now?
I have, actually, and just wanted to let you know that Far From Over is actually my alarm clock in the morning.
Oh, Far From Over. Well, we've got it here. I mean, so you wake up to this every morning.
Ben, it's such a good song to wake up to.
Now, Ben, would you agree that if Kevin Rudd had that as his alarm every morning, he'd still be the Prime Minister?
Oh, he'd be a much respected man.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben, am I correct in saying the first lyric of the song is "This is the end"?
Yes, actually it is.
Is that a weird lyric to wake up to first thing? Like, does it make it seem like every day is the last day of your life?
It gets me up.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to
If
live.
it's the last day of my life, I better have some breakfast.
Jez, how old are you, Jez?
I'm 16.
Jez, you're perfect for this. I mean, you are the future, Jez. Yeah. We're talking to a probable Prime Minister here.
Yep.
What do you think of Frank?
Well, I reckon Bieber should move over.
Oh,
Buzz off, Bieber.
Yeah, that's good.
What pump-up songs has he got?
Yes.
Exactly, Jez.
Exactly. It's
How
all.
can you get pumped up to Baby Baby?
Hey, Jez, do you feel that there's been a lack of pump in recent songs?
Yeah.
I can't remember the last good pump song.
Maybe I Hate Mondays.
Yeah, baby.
I retract the word probable, and I am now hailing you as our definite Prime Minister of tomorrow, Jez.
Hamish Andy. Hey, man, a day where we really felt a bit of a groundswell around Frank Stallone and his music.
Can I just quickly, I know we got to get out of here, but can I just quickly read an email that's come in from a 13-year-old hero of this nation? His name's Josh Whitten. He said, we just played some of Frank Stallone Sylvester's brothers' music, and it's real, it fires you up.
Oh, jeez.
He said, Hamish Andy, I wish you guys played that last Monday when my maths test was on. It would have given me the inspiration I needed to get an A+.
So how bad?
So that's Frank Stallone can make this the clever country once again. It just shows kids you don't need to study, you don't need to learn the basics of maths. You just need to be pumped up.
You just need
and you're going to get an A+.
Good enough song.
You're going to get an A+ if you fire up enough.
HamishAndy.com for anything you may have missed. The podcast is there, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Hame, nothing fires you up more than this song.
Frank Stallone, everyone. Sylvester's brother.
Yeah.
Amazing track.
It's extraordinary. And look, we launched it yesterday.
Well, he launched it in 1986.
Relaunch,
and a very powerful relaunch at that.
Yeah.
We just put it out there as we discover the world of Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
Who else is on? Who else is driving the Frank tank with us?
Yeah.
Because so many people, it turns out. We had a guy ring up yesterday. Was that the track that was his alarm song?
That's his
He wakes up to that every day.
Every day. And we made the point that if Kevin Rudd had that as his alarm in the morning, things would have been different.
Do you know?
Wouldn't be surprised if Gillard's got it.
She would. And that's probably what made the difference in the end. A lot of the time...
Maybe she changed like 2 weeks ago, midweek, and then just went, hang on. A new lease on life. I could take this thing.
Yeah. I've got to stop waking up to Salt and Pepper's Let's Talk About Sex and start waking up to Frank Stallone's This Is the End. Yeah. If I get a chance, next time I remember, I'm going to update my medical records. And you know, some people have Do Not Resuscitate on their record. I'll have Resuscitate, but only with Stallone.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to use those electronic paddles, the defibrillator on my chest. I would just want them to put headphones on me if I ever die and have this playing. Well, quickly, Jack, I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dying, I've gone, oh no, I'm back.
You would. You'd be back.
And I think ambulances would start adopting it. Out of everyone, just rush out with a cassette Walkman and pop some headphones on someone.
Far from over. It's a great track, and we mentioned it yesterday, and it was applauded across the nation.
Yeah.
How excited were we, Ham, when we received a package today, sent in, from a fellow called Chris, with a DVD on it. It just said Young Talent Time, final episode ever, 1988.
Yeah. Now, we often get Young Talent Time episodes sent to us, but not the final. Like, that's what made this special.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, not another Young Talent. This is the final.
40 minutes in. Guys, 40 minutes in, as Johnny Young was bringing to a close what he didn't know was going to be the last ever Young Talent Time episode.
Yeah.
But the wrap-up show of 1988.
See if you can pick the artist. What artist sings the song that they have used?
So let's take a quick look back over this fabulous year of 1988 and see all the exciting highlights of our Young Talent Time entertainment year.
Could it be?
Yes.
It's kids singing it. And what a terrific opportunity to give young children. You two can sing some Stallone. I love that it's even got that old VHS warping of the sound. But it was almost a moment lost in time.
Yeah.
Some kids singing Frank Stallone, Far From Over, on the final ever episode of Young Talent Time. It couldn't be more perfect.
It's definitely sparked our interest.
The greatest thing is, the first lyrics are, "This is the end," true, for Young Talent Time. The title is "Far From Over," false, for Young Talent Time.
We'd like you at hamishandy.com, if Far From Over has touched your life in any way.
Yeah.
I mean, what a get for Chris.
Yeah.
His brother actually told the joke, got selected from the crowd to tell the joke on Johnny Young's lap.
Yeah.
Now, we're not saying it was Chris's brother that brought the show to an end, although it was one of the last pieces of footage ever on the show.
And it was a good joke, you know.
I didn't even watch that far into the tape. I heard Far From Over and just started dancing around the office. Or were you one of the kids that got to sing it? I mean, they'd still be around.
Has Far From Over by Frank Stallone touched your life?
Yeah.
At hamishandy.com, we would absolutely love to hear about it. And, I mean, it sparked a little gem that we feel is living just dormant in many people at the moment.
A lot of people
perhaps should shine again.
I think a lot of people do have Frank Stallone quite close to their heart, and they're now rediscovering Frank. And it's very true. It's quite an amazing thing for Frank as an artist, because you often get told you're before your time.
Yeah.
And sometimes, tragically, you die. Frank's alive and well. We now know that 1986 was before his time. Is his time 2010? I think it might be.
Steve's called in. Hey, thank you, Steve, for calling in and going on the direct line rather than hamishandy.com. Just quickly, was there a special moment for you with this song?
G'day, boys. How you doing?
Yeah,
Good, Steve.
I broke up high school in 1988. God bless Nunawading High School. Got bulldozed for some housing development, so it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Times change.
We had our end of year 12 get together, and we had a band formed from some of the school guys from the year.
Oh yeah.
And they actually played that song live.
A live version of Far From Over.
Steve.
Holy crap.
Steve, would that have been documented at all? Would anyone have filmed it?
We actually tried to no one filmed it, but we tried to rehash it at our 20-year get-together, our reunion.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the guys that had played that song in the band were either dead or in jail.
Oh, okay.
So the track wasn't able to keep them off the tracks, or on the track. Sorry, they've lost it in their later life. Shame. I hope Frank Stallone's original band didn't meet the same fate. We just had the very predictable Green Day time of your life. And just a quick one here before we go into the song. People that have been listening to the show for the last couple of days would know that there's a man that's changed our lives. That man is Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank Stallone, who has some awesome music.
Yeah.
He's got some of the greatest tracks of all time, largely unknown. I don't think it was ever a number one in Australia, but sort of late 80s, early 90s was Frank's heyday.
Yep.
He's still around, still performs. Got an email from Janine, who, when we played Frank Stallone's Far From Over, which is this song, she said it brought back a memory when she was in primary school in the 80s. Would have been maybe... Would have been maybe 87, 88, I reckon. She was doing a fun run, and she was coming pretty much last, right, in the fun run. Her dad has got in the car and driven onto the cross-country course. Okay? Yeah. She says back in the days when you could drive your car anywhere, when they were awesome. Or her dad's got a monster truck, it doesn't say. Yeah. He pulled up alongside her, matched her pace at like a panting 5 k's an hour, wound down the window and hit Far From Over to fire her up. And doesn't say, but I assume she went on to win in a record time. Great. If you've got more stories from how Frank's impacted your life, please, hamishandandy.com.
I like to get out and, watch a couple of games before and listen to the iPod. And
listening to the iPod. This is the theme I'm looking for. So what music particularly would you listen to on the iPod?
Oh, there's a bit of everything going on now. A bit of Julius and Angus Stone. I've been digging them lately. So just nice and relaxing and keeps me calm for the game.
Here's where we have a bit of a bombshell to drop, unfortunately.
And I don't want to call you an idiot live on the show.
Certainly not. You're 5 times the size of Andy.
We feel that the choice of music may have been wrong for the Blues, right? Have you heard of Frank Stallone?
Oh, yeah, roughly. Don't know too much about him.
That could be where things went wrong, Chock. I want you, and Andy wants you, to listen to the following piece of music, and you tell me if you could imagine any of the stuff you listen to fire you up coming anywhere close to being this inspirational. Moment to gather your thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, where was that the first 3 games?
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you guys?
You talk about pointing fingers. We're pointing one straight at all of your iPods for not having Frank Stallone installed.
And then your iPods are pointing the finger at us for not getting...
I pointed my finger at you guys. Where were you? I needed you.
Yeah, well, I'm dodging your finger point, and I'm sneakily pointing one at Andy.
Everyone in New South Wales should be filthy on you guys because we needed this.
Well, I actually happen to know that Queensland listened to a steady diet of nothing but Frank Stallone for 10 months.
They've been digging that for the last 5 years.
Now, I know a lot of purists of the game have been calling for no Stallone. It gives the teams an unfair advantage. But I just say, look, we've got to be realistic. It's a modern game. We should all be allowed to listen to Stallone. The facilities are there. They are available. Yeah. Let's make some changes, Chock.
Chock, we're going to get the track to you. I can see a Blues clean sweep next year now. Better luck for Origin 2011. And, hey, you're going to be better equipped. And we apologise, and we're putting our hands up and saying it's our fault. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think you boys better get there next year and bring your A game and bring the Frank Stallone down so we can get jamming with it.
Yeah, I'll walk onto the field with an iPod gaffer taped to my head. if the earbuds come out, I'm weak, but as long as they stay in, I'll take everyone on.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, Chock. Really appreciate it, mate.
No worries, boys. Thanks very much.
Training starts now. Quick one, because I know we've got to get out of here, but teen sailing sensation Jessica Watson.
J Watt
is going to release a CD.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So she was recording tracks on the boat?
I was hoping it'd be that, or just whale sounds. So it's a relaxation CD.
Just seagull calls and whale sounds. A little bit of, what is it? Just sort of like indie pop, jazz funk fusion?
It's a musical compilation of her 20 favourite songs that she listened to while sailing around the world.
Right.
So basically, it's just a compilation of music.
It's just songs to pass the time. So instead of all-time greatest driving songs, is it for anyone else thinking of sailing around the world?
I suppose it's all-time greatest solo sailing songs, which...
Is Enya Sail Away on there?
Well, that's what... It's funny you say that, because immediately when I heard this, I was like, oh, well, it's... Stupidly, I just thought, oh, well, it must be 20 sailing songs.
Yeah, shanties.
Which is just not what would be. I'm like,
in the Navy.
I'm sure YMCA in the Navy's not on there. I'm sure Enya Sail Away is not on there. What can you do with a drunken sailor? Look, in your case...
Arrest her, because she's underage. Yep. But maybe...
Popeye theme song.
Isn't it more like escapism for her? Like it should be songs about land?
I would have thought so. Land Down, although would that make her homesick? I was thinking if she had Land Down Under.
What are the songs on there?
They haven't told us.
It's really, is it a good thing to be on that CD? Because isn't it saying the only person that wanted to listen to this song was trapped in a bobbing vessel in the middle of the Pacific Ocean?
Haim, I'd be disappointed if this song wasn't on it.
Yeah, Frank Stallone. Should be all 20 tracks. Should just be the Frank remix, the Power remix, the Sailing remix.
She made it, so she must have listened to it.
She couldn't have listened to anything else.
If she didn't make it, for instance, Frank Stallone was not being played on the Titanic.
Yeah.
If she made it, so it must have been played.
I heard that she had it in the CD in a little glass case in case pirates attacked her. You play that, they just start dancing on the deck of their boat, and you're able to sail away. The only song that can get you out of a pirate attack.
And then you play Enya after that. Julia, we've got a suggestion for it. It's our only suggestion for you heading into any election. Okay. And to listen closely, Hamish and I have been waking up to a different tune lately, and it really just gives you bounce. Okay? We suggest that this song should be the song for you to wake up to. You're out of bed now?
Yeah. Now you're in the car. Now you've just passed a bill. Now you've opened a school. bang, and a new hospital, and the lyrics haven't even started. It just gets stuff done, Julia. It's obviously Frank Stallone. Far From Over is the track. You don't need any introduction there. We've recently discovered it, Mrs. Prime Minister, and I think it would relieve a lot of Australians, or at least give them a sense of security to know that our PM is bouncing out of bed to Far From Over by Frank Stallone.
If we were to send it to you, would you consider a trial period of 1 week?
Feel free to send it to me, but I bounce out of bed already.
Oh, well, good answer.
You might hit the roof with this song.
Julia, the only danger is you probably won't go to sleep because you'll be up all night excited to hear the track at 6 o'clock.
Julia Gillard, Mrs. Prime Minister, thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, and good luck in the next few months.
Thank you very much, Hamish and Andy.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Frank Stallone, obviously, has really touched our hearts. The song is Far From Over. Yes.
You'll notice we never talk before the drum break down there. It's disrespectful.
It is. Now, the Frank effect is really taking control.
I'll be honest with you. We're getting some terrific emails from people going, you know, my dad drove under the cross-country course back in the 80s when I was at school and went down the window and played Frank Stallone at me from the car to pump me up and run faster. And people studying for exams, it's now become, I think, Australia's #1 alarm clock song. Julia Gillard has talked about adopting it, even playing it across cities rather than calling an election in advance. You play This Is the End. Almost sort of like, you know, in Islamic countries where they have, you know, the mosques playing the call to prayer. Just play it across the town.
Yeah.
And people know the election's on now. Like, you've got to get straight to a primary school and vote. And look, we're still working on that because obviously there's a huge cost in buying all the speakers. But I didn't think, you know, I recognised the Frank effect, but I wondered if I'd ever feel it personally.
Yeah.
The other night, I went for a run to my mum's house, right? It's about 7 k's away. I'm training for a fun run coming up. Training's not going great, but that's a separate story. I'm writing down all my time so I can at least sort of track how I'm going.
Yeah.
This morning I went for a run and I was well off the pace. I ran a shorter distance this morning. It was well off the pace that I ran the other night. And it hit me, and I'm not making this up. The other night, I was listening to this.
It makes sense.
Yeah, we talked a little bit before, but you can drop the audio. The rule changes if you drop this. Now, and 131060, the Frank effect. Literally, like I was blown away when I realised that I'd been a victim of the Frank effect, or a beneficiary of the Frank effect the other night.
I couldn't believe it, how many people have written in with stories about how they've been touched by Frank. I shouldn't say it that way. They've been fully Frank.
Do you know, I like to think of it, not touched by Frank, touche'd. Because you sort of go...
Similar spelling.
Frank, you're better than me. All it requires is a little dash over the E. You're better than me, but you're not rubbing it in my face, and you're allowing me to benefit from your movie. Touche'd by Frank.
Mel has been touche'd by Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. We used Frank Stallone's Far From Over in our school Rocker Stedford Grand Final performance at the Sydney Entertainment Centre in 1986.
I think that year it was the law that you had to.
Holroyd High School. The theme was Dancing Through the Ages.
Yep.
And we used that song to represent the 80s. It was modern and it was inspiring. And it was perfect.
Brilliant.
See, that's how Frank has been touching people, Ham.
It's incredible.
And toucheing people, I should say.
Can I touche'd by Frank again? Get ready to cry?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, 131060, please. More calls are coming in, and we'll continue touche'd by Frank, or the Frank effect after this. But just on our Twitter account today, we have a joint Twitter account for the show. Got a message from Frank Stallone. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Hamish and Andy, this is Frank Stallone. I want to thank you for playing my music. It's him. It's verified. 11 hours ago. This is Frank Stallone. I want to thank you for playing my music. That was a fun time in my life. Still is. Cheers. Frankie. Frankie, mate. He called us Frankie. He called himself Frankie, but he said Frankie to us. Maybe he's calling us Frankie. God, can I be Frankie?
This is
Frankie and Andy.
You hear? Well, I'm moved.
Yeah, I can see you tearing up. I'm all out of tears. I've been crying all afternoon.
Frank obviously was massive back in the day.
Yeah, it still is. Look, he was nominated for a Golden Globe.
A lot of people thought
Unverified.
that when Barocca came out, that's when he lost a bit of shape because people were resorting to Barocca.
You can track the increase in energy drinks and vitamin supplements with a decrease in the need for Frank, but I'm old school. I'll only ever use Frank.
I use all my energy
I threw out all my medicines when I discovered Frank. Mark, you've experienced the Frank effect.
I have. Hamish Andy, firstly, love the show.
Thank you, Mark. Love you right back. When did Frank touche you?
Mate, I'm a sucker of the Frank effect.
What happened?
I have a little compilation folder on my iPod of songs to train with, but since listening to the show, I've had to add this one. When times are getting tough, I put on the Frankinator song.
Yeah.
And it begins. All of a sudden, there is a crowd. There isn't in my head. There is, but
that's fine. Yeah.
And it starts. The kilos start getting packed on the weights, and all of a sudden, I'm just 20% stronger, at least.
20%. So this is great that we actually have a number now on the Frank effect. Mark, the next step is deleting all your other songs. You will only ever need Frank from now on. But thank you. Welcome.
Wok on 131060. How's the Frank effect touche'd you?
Well, boy, you're lucky I'm still here because after hearing Far From Over just then, I almost jumped out of the car and just went for a run.
Yeah. So many people. I mean, you're about to hear in the 6 o'clock traffic report that most of the cars on all major freeways across Australia have been abandoned as people hear either Frank Stallone bleeding out from other people's speakers or through their own speakers and people just start running home.
Exactly. But no, one of my jobs involves a lot of emailing. Opened up the inbox one day. There was so many emails in there. I didn't want to touch them for about a week, but then I just opened up YouTube, put on Frank Stallone. I think the visual effect of seeing Frank as well, it just increased me. I was typing at 800 words a minute.
Well, that's true. We should point out you don't have to just consume Frank orally. You can have a visual consumption of Frank and both at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, I think as well, it's a message to all the CEOs out there. Just play Frank in the office all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make them productivity.
Wok, you're right on. And the thing is, I wouldn't recommend just visual, Frank. Like, I don't think that gives you the hit you need.
I have a sticker of him on the back of my phone, and if I don't have time to listen, I'll have a quick look. But you do need the audio too, Wok. You're right. Liz, you were touche'd by Frank some 20 years ago.
Yeah, literally. In my early 20s, I went on a Pacific cruise.
Yeah.
And with the officer that I danced with to Frank, I lost my virginity.
Liz, touche'd by Frank.
And look, it is far from over. Probably demonstrated by the fact that I'm heading in September towards my 3rd wedding.
Oh, Liz.
I mean, he had his chance, but now his time is over, as Frank Stallone himself says. Liz, terrific work. And, a lot of people can have awkward memories about that time in their life, but you're one of the lucky few that remembers it triumphantly.
Now, I want, for many parents listening with, young teenagers of that age, should we be saying Frank's safe enough tune to be playing to people that perhaps are getting active in their life? Because
have a chat with your kids. If you're thinking of introducing them to Frank, you're not going to be able to keep them from Frank. No. Like, we don't live in a dream world. It's not the bloody 30s anymore. Yeah. They're going to find out about Frank. Yeah. They're going to know about Frank. Yeah. Talk to your kids. Show them that Frank's a natural part of life. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to be involved in.
Absolutely.
But it has to be done with an adult head on your shoulders.
Exactly.
You have to enjoy Frank, but not just go silly with it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of growing up.
Enjoy responsibly, I think.
Please enjoy Frank responsibly. You're about to find out soon that it is available on iTunes for $1.69. Let's see where the boys are at.
What a song.
What a song. And if anything can get close to Frank Stallone, it's obviously the People's song.
I Hate Mondays.
I Hate Mondays.
Yeah. Frank Stallone. Yeah. He's a recording artist in his own right. Sylvester Stallone is his brother. Not the
other way around.
Yeah.
Sly's dining out on him.
Yeah.
Released his first albums mid-80s.
86, I think it was.
Very powerful stuff. Yeah. Very, very inspirational music, whether it's the power of, obviously, Far From Over or the more lilting, She's So Popular, Runnin', Music Is Magic. So many great tracks.
So many great tracks. This one in particular has ignited Australia.
do not talk until drums come in.
You do not. Now,
that's far from over.
To give you an idea of the Frank effect, here's Bridget. She's emailed in, Ham. Hey guys, today my computer wouldn't connect to the internet, so I played it some Frank Stallone, and guess what? It's connected.
Bang.
Just thought you should know.
Yes, get it straight.
Yeah, exactly.
And, can I tell? I actually learned an interesting fact over the weekend. You know, in Switzerland, all adults, all male adults, are given an automatic rifle by the government.
Yep.
You're given like a country-issued machine gun.
Wow.
Keep it at home because they don't have an army.
Yeah.
But if you need to be called up for national service, you just get the gun out and, I don't know,
have a go.
Bang, you're a soldier.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not proposing the same thing for Australia. I think we've got great gun laws, good strict gun laws. I propose this.
Yeah.
The government gives all families a piano or keyboard, if it's cost-effective, and a guitar and a set of drums. If we ever get invaded, the whole country just plays in unison.
We're up.
And just very quietly, whatever invading army is against us, we'll just back over the horizon.
Another email for the Frank effect. This is Harry Fitzgerald, Ham. Just played footy against an undefeated team.
Oh, yeah?
Decided it would be appropriate to play Frank Stallone just before the game. Didn't win, but I personally had a blinder.
See, that's the thing.
from Haz.
Because he's got
West
Frank
Coast
in his
Junior
heart.
Football Club. He's a skipper.
He has Frank in his heart.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he played with Frank in his
Exactly.
heart. Now, if he could just communicate that to his teammates, they'll all play with Frank in their heart. The problem is, I know at that level of football, sometimes the change rooms are too close together. The other team may have heard Frank bleeding through.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's no good. It's like if all the athletes are on steroids, no one has an advantage.
This is an interesting.
They should have done
email
it on headphones.
About the Frank effect.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Jason Smith.
Cool.
He said he heard this study last Thursday while listening to Triple J.
Jace, come on.
That's fine. That's fine. But the study came out, said that listening to upbeat music while exercising can increase physical exertion by up to 30%.
Yep.
Clearly, this study has not been done while listening to Frank Stallone.
Yep.
I think his music would increase exertion by at least 300 to 400%.
That's the Frank
Check
effect.
your facts, Triple J. I mean,
not our words. We're not getting an air slagging off another radio station.
But
that's an alert listener.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a member of the public.
This is the Frank effect.
That is the Frank effect.
We've got more to go through, but
we have so an amazing announcement after this song. It's not Frank, I believe it's this junk.
Yeah.
This is just junk. Listen to this junk. And then after some junk, we'll be back with a pretty incredible announcement.
Haim, we're about to make a huge decision.
Yeah.
We think.
Yeah.
We don't want to do this just on a whim, because that can get us in trouble. Big companies have focus groups, have market research.
They don't just make decisions. Can't just be two guys making a call.
They have statistics to back up everything. Now, Grumpy Dave's away at the moment, which is just terrific.
So, but to prove to him, while Dad's away, obviously we can be responsible, can be in charge of our own show. If we're going to make a big decision, we're not just going to do it with two guys having an idea.
No.
Why not use three?
Yeah.
Why not get one more person in
We
on
would
this?
like market research of just one singular person for 131060. Can you call up right now?
Be our focus group.
Because when we make this decision, we want to see whether the market research backs it up.
Does the public want it?
Do the stats...
Do the public want it?
Yeah.
Or are we inventing, like when Homer Simpson made that car? A car that the public doesn't want.
Whoever calls up will be public opinion.
So this is a huge responsibility for you. There are no free sandwiches. I know that is the usual tool you use in focus groups.
Or pizza.
Andy and I survived for several years at university just off free pizzas in focus groups, getting very passionate about products we never bought.
Saying I loved Omo.
Omo really needs to change its box. I think Omo should come in a giant bear's head.
We have one person standing by.
Yep. Before we get to that person, Ando, why don't we share with people the background on what's driven us to this idea? Not a decision yet. It's an idea to be floated to the one-person focus group.
Will they be getting all this information?
I believe they can hear us.
Well, we should introduce them then.
Okay.
Shad.
How you going, guys?
Shad, how you doing?
Good, guys. How you going?
Shad, you are public opinion.
Yep.
Good. This is a huge responsibility, Shad. And look, Obviously, a lot of people need to register to vote by 8 p.m. tonight, electorally speaking.
Don't worry about that.
Now, Shad, if this goes well, would you be happy to maybe just be public opinion for the coming election?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because it costs a fortune putting on an election.
Yeah, it does.
And I wouldn't mind if we just had 100 to 0% swing. Because, Shad, you seem like the kind of guy that's got his finger on the pulse.
Definitely.
Excellent head on his shoulders. Well, Shad, we'll sit you there.
Have a listen to this, Shad.
Listen to this.
Take all the info in.
No worries.
Andy and I fired up
By the way, sorry, Shad. Are you familiar with Frank Stallone and Far From Over?
Definitely.
Of course, yes, sorry.
He's got his finger on the pulse.
Public opinion. Of course.
On the iPod.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go.
All
He's
right.
even given us the medium which he chooses to listen to it in. There are cassettes available, collector's editions, obviously.
All right.
Shad, we fired up the Twitter this morning, and Andy and I were quite stunned to have received not one but 2 tweets from Frank Stallone.
Amazing.
I'll read you the first one. This is about 12 hours ago. I really can't believe this is happening. It's the most wonderful feeling in the world that people appreciate my music. Thanks, FS.
Wow.
Now that's Frank Stallone.
Is that in reference to people getting behind
Fidel Ciego has stolen his phone? But I doubt it. That's in reference to, I think he's getting a lot of messages. A lot of people, a lot of our, alert tweeters have been messaging Frank. And he's written back to us. He then posted this. Hamish and Andy, my father's 91 years old. Mm-hmm. Side note, that's Frank Sr., everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, Frank Stallone's Frank Jr. So now this goes to the top. Now Frank Sr.'s in on this.
Yeah.
My father's 91 years old. He's so happy to see something good happening for me after all these years. Australia, you rule. FS. Wow. Right. So that is Frank squared now. Now you've got Frank Sr. and Frank Jr.
Look at the hairs on my arm.
Andy's hairs are standing up so tall, I can barely see his face. It's like a mohawk, like a mane on his arm.
That's goosebumps.
It's amazing. So Frank Sr. said, Frank, come in here for his birthday. Could be Frank Sr.'s birthday. Doesn't specifically say, but let's just say it is. On his birthday, Frank Sr.'s blown out the candles on his cake and gone, my wish is, we should point out that Andy and I are taking slight poetic license here. Yeah. It's our belief that Frank Sr. has blown the candles out on his
91st birthday,
and said to the world, my wish is that Frank Stallone, my son, not the other one, not Sylvester, Frank Stallone, the musical genius son, I hope should tour Australia, should go to Australia and play a concert for one night only, titled, Let Me Be Frank with You.
Now, this might be us reading into a tweet.
I have read between those 140 characters there, Andy. When he said my father's 91 years old, that is the first image that came into my head. So it is Frank Sr.'s birthday wish for Frank Stallone to come to Australia and play a concert. The question is, does the public want it?
Shad.
100%.
Shad, you can't argue with public opinion. What do you say, Shad? Andy and I mean, there's obviously a lot to organise, and sometimes in the excitement of things, you can talk over the start of Far From Over before the drums happen, and I apologise.
But we're thinking, Shad, we could be the concert promoters. Of course, we'll need a venue. Well, you're in. You'd come to the gig, wouldn't you?
I'm there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Shad can come.
We need so much stuff. Pyrotechnics, dancers, cages.
But if Frank's public opinion said he's going, that means that means 22 million. This concert might go to 22 million.
Can you believe the excitement on Frank Sr.'s face? And we go, mate, not only have we granted your birthday wish, but 100% of the public wants this in Australia.
Thank you, Shad. Imagine hearing that live. Just to personally fire up. Anyone wants to be fired up.
Thousands of people.
Yeah.
Frank.
Hamish and I had a coffee this morning and thought perhaps it should be called Let Me Be Frank With You.
Because that's all he wants to be. That's what he wants to be. So let him.
Exactly. And let us be frank with you.
Let everyone be frank with each other.
Maybe.
What about if it's called Let's All Be Frank with Each Other?
See, this is the kind of brainstorming we should have had before trying to say that we want to get him out of here. 131060. Do you have a suggestion for the name of the tour? But better than
we just need a few things, because
I should point out that we have not, in any stretch, secured a venue.
No.
Frank himself, so we don't
need Frank. We'll need Frank for this. That's the key ingredient. That's the chocolate of the chocolate cake. We need for a Frank Stallone tour. We need Frank Stallone.
Okay, well, let's put that at the top of the list then.
Get Frank.
Get Frank. Well, you and I can work on getting Frank.
Yeah. Oh, and already, I mean, we're tweeting friends.
Yeah.
Put the wheels in motion.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Get Frank. Get venue.
Get venue. What if we have to buy out? Frank was probably booked for, a lot of other gigs.
Yeah. Well,
do we buy him out?
He'd have 4 a day, I reckon.
At least.
Yeah.
So we might have to pay off a lot of people.
Jeez, that's fundraising. Put down possible fundraising.
Fundraising. Merch.
Merch. Well,
can we get bumper stickers that just say I'm with Frank? Yes, we can.
Corey has an idea at 13 10 60.
Hey boys, how are you?
Corey, what's your idea?
Corey.
Hey, if you get Frank over, you got to have a Barbie for him,
Why's that?
so we can throw some Franks on the Barbie.
Yes. Corey loves it. Got us in the slow play.
More suggestions after this. Hamish
Franks for the
Andy.
call, Corey.
Ryan on 13 10 60. What are you suggesting, Ryan?
I sent out a bit of a group message to all my mates, and I've sold 11 tickets at $100 a ticket.
Ryan, you are the best scalper I've ever met. You're selling tickets that haven't been printed nor sold yet.
To an event that doesn't exist.
Joke's on you, Ryan, because retail price at the moment is actually $22,000 a ticket. You've sold them very low. But I like the attitude, Ryan. So there we go, Andy.
Ryan, sorry, just to stay with Ryan for a second. Has there been an overwhelming response? I mean, we heard earlier on that public opinion was 100% of Australians would go. That's 22 million possible people to come.
Yeah, we could even lower the price, actually, from $22,000 a ticket. I haven't done the maths yet.
Ryan, did you get an overwhelming response, or was there a few no's?
Well, there was 17 messages sent out and 11 responses so far that said yes at $100 a ticket.
Gee, that's quick. Hey, Ryan,
any no's, Ryan?
No no's yet.
I told you public opinion.
100%. It's 100%. Now, Ryan, anyone that obviously might not be listening to the radio right now, just genuinely going, cool, get us a ticket?
I'm not sure. Really, really want to go to this concert.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to.
Yeah, fair. Wow, Ryan. I mean, we've got to... I keep going back to the top of our to-do list, which is get Frank. And then the second thing...
It's seeming like that'll be the last thing we really need to secure.
Secure venue would be... Again, up there.
But what we're hearing is we've got ideas, Frank's, we cook them on the Barbie. Got a great name for it. Yep. Ryan's already sold 6 tickets. Kim, you've got another name for the concert.
Yes, I'm putting out there, Franks for the Memories.
Oh. Thinking that's what we'd call the behind-the-scenes documentary. The story of Frank Stallone being the biggest artist in Australia.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Franks for the Memories. Well, that has to go on the list, Ham. I mean, this maybe...
Could it be the first one-night-only concert to have 8 names?
How long can a name is a name allowed to be?
However, whatever the perimeter of the roof of the theatre we're playing at is, you can go all the way around it with the sign. You just can't lap yourself.
So if it's Frank Stallone at the moment, let's all be frank with each other. / the fully franked tour, Franks for the Memories.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. Cal, you know Frank, Cal.
Yes, I do.
Where did you meet the great man?
Well, it was actually strange. Actually, I was working at The Shave in Beverly Hills. It's actually a barbershop for exclusive, the rich.
Yeah.
It's famous. And, he walked in and they said, your next client is up. And it was Frank Stallone. And I got to shave his face and cut his hair. And since then, we became friends. And I've seen him in, in concert, and he's been great. I mean, actually, not concerts. They're actually like... in bars, like it was actually the bar and grill in Santa Monica.
No, but he'd be blowing them away. I mean, Cal, it's not a concert, it's an epiphany.
Isn't that a sign of the great man that he'll play?
He'll still do
He'll play a bar and grill restaurant.
He'll shun an arena. Or if an arena says, can we have you, he'll go, my demands are that people get to eat grilled meat and have beers.
Cal, can I confirm that the bar and grill restaurant didn't seat 16,000 people?
No, but you know what? You know what he really hates? And I love the support of everyone here in Australia that we want Frank Stallone to play here.
Yep.
That's enormous. So I will email him and let him know. Great support here. Yeah. But also, I make sure that all the fans here do not bring any Sylvester Stallone,
No.
you know,
Who's that? Who's that?
memorabilia for him to sign because they do that in America.
Who's Sylvester Stallone?
I've never heard of this guy.
Not some hack trying to ride Frank's coattails, is he? Hey, Cal, first thing we're doing, the only thing we're banning at this concert is Sylvester Stallone memorabilia. We can't ban Frank. He has to play.
Exactly. To tell everyone to bring his albums, but not any of
Sylvester stuff is banned.
Yeah.
Cal,
Yep.
can you hold the line for a sec there? Because, look, if Frank knows he's got a relationship with you, make him comfortable.
Yep.
We might have our first backstage person hired. Hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup. Cal.
Definitely.
Stay on the line, mate. I mean,
Hey, Cal,
we want Frank to be happy.
At the moment, we've got no money for this. You happy to do a freebie, a free bub? Sorry.
For you guys, definitely.
Oh,
If we're getting down here, definitely.
Look, he just got themselves 3 complimentary promotional Franks. Straight off the barbie.
Thanks, Cal. Now we just need a freebie for the venue.
Just need a free barbecue as well. We'll need a butcher to come on board for these Frankfurts.
Hamish Andy. Haim, yesterday on the show was an exciting day for the people. An exciting day for us. And I'm worried. I'm actually a little bit worried that the election will just basically become middle of the newspaper type news.
Oh, there's a big chance the election will be postponed.
Because...
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Because you and I announced intentions to attempt to bring the creator of the best song in the world... Frank Stallone out to Australia. Now, the Frank effect has just been taking over everybody.
Massive, Andy.
It's been extraordinary.
It's only been one day since we flagged our intentions to bring Frank out. We're one day older, but about 10 days wiser.
We don't have a venue. We don't have Frank yet.
No. Don't worry about all that. That's logistics. Yeah. Having the idea is the big first step.
Yep.
We put it to the nation yesterday, if you missed the show. 100%. Support.
Yeah,
now that's big.
100% of people think.
That's big. That's best case scenario numbers. If you ask any politician, they would be going for what do we want in our opinion polls?
Yeah.
And they would say to Julia, look, best case, we want 100%.
Yeah.
But we'll probably get 58.
Yeah, and we've ended up with 100. They're supporting a move to get Frank Stallone out here to perform live. That means 22 million people might come to the gig. Don't know what venue's big enough for that. But anyway,
Simpson Desert.
Yeah, we'll have to. I don't know.
Stallone live in the Simpson.
I don't know who's presenting the Simpson Desert. I don't know who we get in contact about.
Gadinsky.
Has he got that? Does he?
I think so.
Yeah, he's good.
Would make sense.
It does, doesn't it?
And
let's just talk about the Frank effect, though. We'll go into what they're bringing him out next hour. After 5, our progress. But the Frank effect.
Let's talk the Frank effect for a second. We've so many people emailing the show, sharing their experiences of the Frank effect. Simple questions, too, like apparently... Chuck Norris pumps himself up by listening to Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
Things like that. Here's an amazing tale from James. He said, guys, I listen to the podcast while I'm running, and this morning I was going through a certain street, and a neighbourhood dog charged out of an open gate and began to chase me while barking.
Wow.
Terrifying situation for a young man to be in.
I hate that.
Thankfully, just as I looked over my shoulder into the jaws of death, he played the intro to Frank Stallone's seminal masterpiece, Far From Over.
Yeah.
Inspired and energised, I was able to outrun the animal and cooked myself a celebratory steak once I arrived home. Remember, this is for breakfast. Thank you, Frank, and thank you to the People Show for being the medium through which the more talented Stallone brothers' greatness flows.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's just brilliant. Okay, this one's international. This is international.
So, sorry, just again, it's inspired an outrun of a dog, but also a morning steak, and that's just amazing.
Hayden Taylor, this is from. And he's a New Zealand podcaster.
Great.
Right. And he said, I'm currently doing a musical called Little Shop of Horrors in Wellington.
Familiar with it, yeah.
And we don't do vocal or physical warm-ups anymore. We just play Far From Over by Frank Stallone.
Yep.
The Frank effect takes over. Everyone could do the show 10 times over, no problem. That is just amazing.
Can I throw another New Zealand email here on the Frank effect at you? The email starts off, done, da, Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And then this is the end. New paragraph. Now that I have your attention. Long-time podcaster from New Zealand. Just so I'd let you know, I'm worried for my country. On the day that Frank Stallone goes to Australia and plays Far From Over, at the moment, Andy and I are thinking, side note, he starts the gig with Far From Over. But it's also his encore.
Yeah,
and then if you wanted to do another encore, he'll just do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
He might end up playing it 10 times. Yeah. As long as the crowd chants Frank, he will get him contractually to just sing Far From Over. Yeah. I fear that the sound will be so big it'll blast across the Tasman and cause a tsunami with the potential to wipe out New Zealand.
Oh, dear.
Nevertheless, I think it's worth it. Bring on the Frank effect.
We're being frank with everybody at the moment. It's let us be frank with you, because we want to bring Frank Stallone out to perform the biggest concert since Woodstock, I'd imagine.
Could be bigger.
Wow.
Imagine if Stallone had been at Woodstock. Would have just melted down.
Yep.
Just be still a smoking hole.
Yep.
Probably they asked him not to go.
Yep.
Just... They knew kick in the pants to music fans, but just for the safety of the planet, don't combine all that power together. Don't have Hendrix and Stallone. No. One or the other. Yeah. They should never touch.
Yeah, and Stallone didn't get the back on the call, so they went with Hendrix.
They would just erupt in pure energy. Yeah. And a lot of people throwing support, 100% of the public vote, which is a great high figure, throwing support behind the idea of getting Frank Stallone out for one night only for his Australian debut, the biggest concert of his life and our lives, simultaneously at once. Thinking, should we make the concert for something? We were thinking maybe the concert for change, but not just to change one thing. That's for other artists.
Well, I said to him, well, what are we changing?
And I said, everything. It's the concert for change, but we're changing everything. The game changes. Everything you can think of now changes after Frank Stallone. It's the cause, if there is one, is just for a general shake-up of the world. It's the concert to shake the world up. It's a general shake-up.
It's a general shake-up. I like
the music. It's the concert for change.
Concert for change everything.
Everything. This changes everything.
The concert that backs a general shake-up.
That's its most popular reason. The only motive we have for putting this concert on is to just shake things up. And to shake them up. If you can think of something, we're shaking it.
We're shaking it, yeah.
Could there be a better reason?
Do you need a change in your life?
What are you unhappy about?
What are you unhappy about?
Your workplace?
This concert will fix that.
That's why we're putting this concert on, to shake up your workplace.
It's the concert of
Do you not like your little sister?
Oh.
We're shaking that up. We're shaking her up. We're making her look at herself.
She'll either be changed.
Footy team not performing?
Oh, that'll
shake that up.
It's the concert for just a general shake-up. So there we go. We've got a purpose. That's done. Problem I keep coming back to, Ham, and why these have been great thoughts from you and I just over the last few days. We haven't secured Frank. We haven't made contact with
Hold
Frank.
that thought.
Okay.
Got a thought here and an email from Dave.
Yeah.
Dave is loving the idea, obviously. It goes without saying, we don't even need to reference that anymore, of the Frank Stallone concert.
Yeah.
He's a professional designer. He's happy to lend support in the form of set design ideas.
Great.
He said, whatever you do, and this is great to get this sort of artistic eye across it, whatever you do, it should just reinforce Frank's message of never giving up and dominating the known and unknown. Depending on the budget, it could be quite metaphorical. You could have winged unicorns, possibly fire-breathing, lasers, an army of tiny dancing Franks, all to signify all kinds of impossible stuff that without Frank we'd never achieve.
That's shaking things up.
That's shaking things up. Mate, a winged unicorn with a laser on its head certainly, to me, says I'm shaking things up.
Well, I'd love to get Dan on Ham, but before we go ahead with booking Dan, I hope you haven't got back to him straight away.
It's Dave, but either of them.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
I think we need to get Frank. Like, I really feel like, sorry to be the stickler on the creative forces, but I feel like...
I still think T-shirt ideas is a more important thing to cover off before we get Frank.
About
like
Frank T-shirt.
Put me in your Frank bank or whatever. Whatever. That's the reason. Timmy can say to
Frank bumper stickers will be made, but my point is, it might go to waste if we can't get Frank. And I want you to look me in the eye now and say that tonight we stay back or early tomorrow morning. I know we don't like getting up, but let's get in and let's contact the US and whoever
Maybe.
Frank's people are, let's just make contact with Frank.
What about this for a T-shirt idea? You get a picture of a lamb, right?
Yeah.
And all the different cuts of lamb on it. So sort of like, rump,
yeah, that's good.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then where the shank would be.
Just a lamb
Just
Frank.
a little arrow that says Lamb Franks. Just the Frank shank.
Do we put...
Or do you have a picture of Frank up?
Frank up,
And
like
where-
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah.
From like a half lamb, half Frank.
And then you just go, this is where you would have the cut of the Frank shank.
That's good.
So we have to know these things before we contact Frank.
I don't
Because
think
what if
so.
he just goes, what if the first thing he says to us is, got any T-shirt ideas? We're going to look like idiots. Trust me, Andy, you've never put a concert on before.
Why don't we get a T-shirt that just says, we should ask Frank?
Yeah.
Because I think we should ask Frank. Okay? That's where T-shirts are stopping. We need to ask Frank.
Are you trying to communicate with me via T-shirt
Yeah,
slogan?
Yes, I am. My T-shirt is, let's ask Frank.
All right, my T-shirt says, cool, let's call Frank.
Hamish and Andy. Frank Stallone, for people who've just joined this show, maybe for the first time ever, welcome.
Yep.
But also prepare yourself for just a physical endurance that you've never had before, because you're about to hear something that will give it the boost.
We're about to
lifetime.
discuss the Frank effect, which is what happens when you play Frank Stallone, who, of course, Sylvester Stallone is, Frank's brother. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
Frank Stallone has a song called Far From Over, and would everyone please rise for 13 seconds of non-silence.
Yeah. And the Frank, people, introducing this song to people we've never had so many emails.
Changed people's lives. The Frank effect is touching everyone. Quick one here, Anna, because we've got so many we're going to try and get through. Guys, I was cooking a chicken and vegetable soup in the pressure cooker. I was struggling to get a good initial seal. I started on the lid,
Okay.
and everyone knows that's a critical step when you're cooking any soup, especially chicken and vegetable. I started to hum a few bars of Far From Over. Instantly, the pot started to steam up, and a full seal was made, saving my meal.
Yeah.
I think the Frank effect might have intimidated the soup because the chicken tasted very chicken. A great meal. Thanks again, Frank.
Well, that's good news.
So the Frank effect is essentially cooking food.
That's a good story.
And he
Cam.
didn't even play the song. He hummed it.
That's a good story. Apparently you've got another one, which is...
This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. This is from Ashby. Mitch Ashby, 15 years old. Guys, me and my friends were listening to Frank Stallone. Brackets. What else would we listen to?
Yeah, of course,
because as we've discussed, there's two types of music, Frank and junk. And you're not going to listen to junk. You're 15 years old. Take care of your brain. And we decided in the excitement to play footy inside. It was real intense. Then I tackled my friend. At this point, I was still in a state of Frank. Which is a pretty incredible state to be in. People would be aware. He landed and broke his arm.
Yeah.
When his mum got home, she was terrified, and all I could say to her was, "Help him, darling. He is down, but far from over." After I said that, she knew exactly what had happened and banned Frank Stallone from the whole house. Me and my mate have talked about it, and we agree. Brackets. He broke his arm, and I'm grounded for a month. In brackets, we agree. It was totally worth it. Frank Stallone forever.
Of course, that's the power of the song.
That's what can happen. That's what's happened to Mitch. He's in a state of Frank. Mitch is a young man. He's 15 years old. He's discovering Frank for the first time and discovering what Frank does to him.
All I want to say, Ham, is, that's not it's a good story, that it's all worth it, but it's a dangerous story. And
it shows you what can happen if you jump into Frank straight away.
So I want to get to Daniel right here.
Dizzying highs.
And view this as more of a warning for everybody.
Yep.
This morning, he has used it for his alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
that is a common use of Frank.
Forced me into action. I sprung out of bed. However, while my body received a double dose of adrenaline and was fully energised, my brain hadn't quite caught up. So as a result, I found myself bounding around the room with no clear idea of what I was doing.
Right. He's overdosed on Frank.
Yes, or how I was getting there. I bumped into cupboards, door jams, walls. I'm bruised and battered. So that's the energy. And then he said, point two. My wife had planned to sleep for another 1 to 1.5 hours longer than me.
Right.
But the new alarm, opposed to the old iPhone harp sound effect,
yep.
gave her the adrenaline that she got up and she couldn't go back to sleep. So that's dangerous if you've got a partner for Frank.
Yep.
Then he's gone on to say...
You can't be spraying Red Bull around the bed first thing in the morning.
Exactly. Then he's gone on to say, I've also got it as my ringtone. But I'm finding it difficult to answer calls because all I want to do is continue listening to Frank.
Yeah. And how many phones do you reckon? I mean, Apple thinks it's got a problem on its hands with this reception issue.
Yeah.
You make Far From Over your ringtone.
Yeah.
More times than not, your phone blows up as soon as it starts playing it.
The only way I'm able to answer calls now is A, not answer the call until the drums start, which we all know is the official rule.
You can't speak before the
drums. Or B, promise myself I'll get a full run through when I finish my phone call. Point 4 for Daniel.
I think he goes, Daniel might need to go to a Frank rehab centre.
My father's name is Frank.
Oh, no.
And he's my personal hero. And it has taken a significant amount of mental self-control not to ask myself which Frank is more important to me.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair that I have to choose. What he's just saying is there are side effects of Frankification. And people, if they're choosing to take on the Frank effect, prepare themselves wisely, because once you're Frankify your life.
How many times do we have to say this? This is not a game. Don't go walking into Frank thinking that you can handle it. We've seen so many people make that decision and that choice in the past. Okay, you get into Frank, please, but make sure you're ready. Make sure you've got a friend that can help you, that can look after you if you're franking for the first time.
The Ashton Kutcher's still to come. A lot of people have been waiting for it. A lot of emails coming in. How'd you go trying to contact Frank Stallone's people?
Yeah, yep.
Of course, he's responsible for the amazing song that is Far From Over.
If you're driving right now, drop to half the speed because it does make you double your speed.
Good safety warning from you.
No talking to the drums.
Talk. The thing is, Ham, we promised each other that we should try and bring him out for one concert, for one night Stallone. And Ham, I thought you were getting ahead of yourself with T-shirt ideas, Frankettes, dancing and so on. I said we really have to...
Pyrotechnics.
Put our heads down and just call him. We don't have a venue, we don't have Frank. And I think they're the two things we might need first up.
That's the thing is, Ando, you're looking at the two boxes that remain unticked. But apart from that, T-shirt ideas, yes. Catering, yes. Yep. Frank's on the barbie, obviously. Bumper sticker ideas, yes.
Presents to give him, frankincense when he arrives.
Yes.
Of course.
Had someone email in saying they can test that there was 4 gifts that the wise men had: gold, myrrh, Frank, and incense. And Stallone was actually given at the birth of Christ. So he'd be aware, he'd be aware that he already has a link to frankincense.
Good news, everybody. We contacted Frank's people today. Manager by the name of Jeanette.
Yep.
We recorded the conversation, but we contractually and legally are not allowed to play it.
Well, obviously, due to the time difference, we had to come in a bit earlier and call her. Just slightly after we were threatened with our lives by Ashton Kutcher, as it turns out. And afterwards we said, oh, by the way, Jeanette, can we play that on radio? We're recording it. She said, no. Puts us in a tough position.
Yep.
Had a word to the lawyers. What we can do is read verbatim the transcript of the phone call. Andy will play both Andy and me, and I'll be Jeanette. Allow us now to read selected excerpts from the transcript. Take it away, Ando.
Okay. We'd said all hello and everything, and I pick up the transcript from the important, juicy bits. Jeanette, would it be the kind of thing that Frank would be interested? A one-off gig, you know Frank Stallone, for one night only in Australia.
Well, let me tell you what he told me.
Okay.
Because literally, I am his voice, so to speak.
So Frank is aware of us?
Yes, very. We had a long chat about you guys tonight.
Wow. Pause. Giggles. Yeah. Well, let's take a second to digest that, Jeanette. Because it's one thing for us to be aware of Frank, but for him to be aware of us, this is a special moment.
On to page 2.
Long pause.
Yep.
All right, we've finished digesting it. Take it away. What did he say?
Okay. He obviously has certain requirements.
Yes, a rider.
He would want to fly first class, obviously.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Okay, that's, no. All right. Cool. No, cool. We can sort that out. Keep going.
Okay, yep. And he obviously would want a hotel.
He can't own a whole hotel, but I think we can certainly provide him with a room.
Oh, yes. Not the hotel. Haha. Just a room.
Jeanette, this is fantastic.
Oh, he's thrilled. He's called me like 3 times tonight already.
Well, that is great for his Australian fans to hear. And to know that Frank Stock, well, what we want to be called Frank Stock or something like that, would be going ahead. But do you think he'd mind if we put on a small parade through the city centre upon his arrival?
I think he'd be delighted.
End
of transcript. The conversation was just formalities after that.
Yeah.
And it went on for a little bit. Now, that's an official transcript. Of course, we'll make that available at the Frank Stallone Museum once it gets built. You can see the original tape recordings of the phone call. But, guys...
He's aware!
That is a fact.
Yeah.
That's not made up. Andy and I just couldn't play the phone call. I don't know why Jeanette wouldn't give us legal permission, but, hey, that's her call. Still, you get the gist. I thought we both performed our roles really well. It's looking good.
Haim... Frank Stallone and his song Far From Over has obviously been touching many, many people. And we're trying to bring Frank out, and we're working on that at the moment. He's aware of us.
He is very aware of us. Ando, look, hopefully, as soon as we can, we'll get him out here for Frank Stallone, Let Me Be Frank With You, the Fully Franked tour for one night Stallonely. Name not signed off on yet. I do expect a few more things to be added to the end of that.
Yeah. Hey, we realise, though, and I don't want to criticise James Cameron here, obviously...
one of our show
Academy
rules.
Award-winning director.
One of the rules we have on the... Like in the studio here on the wall is number 1. Don't criticise James Cameron. He's doing his best.
But we've realised that in scoring many brilliant films over the years... There has been a huge hole, a huge miss opportunity. And we've just thought we'd present them to you today.
Well, the great thing about Frank Stallone's music is it has been used in films.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I'm sure this is just a coincidence, a lot of them are Sylvester Stallone films, his brother.
Yeah.
Now, I hate the fact that seems like Sly's just chopped in Frank.
Yeah.
If anything, Frank's chopped in Sly.
Oh, the way it works is Frank writes a song, and Sly, that is, Sylvester Stallone, writes a movie around the song.
Of course. It's just an extended film clip. Shot on really good cameras.
Hey, anyway, we thought we'd present a couple to each other today of what films do you reckon could benefit from the Frank.
I mean, you bring up James Cameron, and now I've broken rule number 1 as well. Because whilst Avatar couldn't fault it.
Yeah.
Titanic, thought he missed a gaping opportunity to use the music of Frank Stallone.
Okay.
Have a listen.
All right, you have my attention. Can you tell us who the woman in the picture is?
Oh, yes. The woman in the picture is me.
Yeah, you can see Bill Paxton in his little submarine just fanging it back up to the surface going, we've done it! The old lady is in the picture.
The film could have been over and not lost any of its impact within about 45 seconds of that moment. Just a quick montage of the rest of the film. Hand on window, boat sinks, Leo floats away, Winslet tear, cut to wide, credits roll. Great film, give him the Oscar.
Well, I thought a Mel Gibson film directed by him.
Yeah.
So it is another criticism of him in the many that's come in the last few weeks.
This is the last thing Mel needs.
I felt that Braveheart really lacked the Frank effect.
But they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
Yes.
As if they were ever going to lose that battle after that.
The English would have just started dancing and then run off. The thing is, though, Ando, I mean, you hear Far From Over and you think maybe, sort of high energy, high octane scene.
Yeah.
Not always the case.
Okay.
Cue Jerry Maguire.
I love you. You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut You had me at hello.
And then they just start making out ferociously.
A lot more than making out, let me tell you. If that music had been used on Jerry Maguire, it would have been borderline X-rated. And our brilliant listeners have been emailing in stories of the Frank effect, how the music of Frank Stallone, brother of Sylvester, and soon-to-be biggest artist in Australia, as we bring him out as soon as possible for Frank Stallone, One Night Only, Let Me Be Frank With You, the Fully Frank tour for one night still only. Sorry. I mean, we're still working out the order.
Well, the song is this, Ham. And to me...
Yeah. And by the way, we've lifted the ban on speaking before the drums.
Yeah, it's too long.
We did a week of that, and I think that's respectful enough. But we've got business to get to.
It does just energise the mind, the body,
the planet.
Planet, yeah.
It's turning out, because we are getting so many emails from people in everyday life explaining the Frank effect. And
can I just say for everybody?
Of course you can. I don't even know what it is, and you can say it.
We'll really knuckle down on getting this concert going next week.
We're aware that we haven't booked Frank, we haven't got a venue or anything like that.
Yeah, but
we're not. This is not a pie in the sky thing. I mean, we want this to be happening in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like you and I have danced a bit too much where we could have been.
It's the Disneyland promise. Yeah, we'll take you there one day. Okay. No, we're bringing Disneyland in the music form to you. Yeah. Just general ones, like even Liam today. I mean, this isn't an international Frank effect yet. I thought we'd start with a homegrown one.
Okay.
He's 11. Yeah. Hi, Hamish and Andy. One of the worst days ever. I've got gastro. Oh. Yuck. Went to bed, listened to the podcast. Yeah. Frank Stallone came on, forced me to get up out of bed and ride my bike. Thanks, Frank.
Wow.
Now, that's not... Without listening to Frank Stallone, we would never recommend a gastro-stricken young man ride a bike. With Stallone, I give it the all clear.
Do what you want. You can have much worse things and ride a bike when you've listened to Frank.
I mean, there's so many we have to get through. But look, today we want to focus. And please do keep sending in your domestic versions of the Frank effect.
But you wanted to take charge of an international Frank effect, Sam.
I want to do some international Frank effects. And to signify this, I thought, how do I put into music form, sort of a celebratory noise, how do I signify all the countries in the world and then Frank Stallone? Well, I came up with the idea of just playing all the national anthems I could get my hands on over each other and then into Far From Over by Frank Stallone. It sounds not bad. What you're about to hear, you got a bit of UK, Romania, Mexico, Brazil, Cuba, France, all the biggies, all the big anthems, into Stallone. It's International Frank effect. Perfect.
Oh, the Cuban's dominant, isn't it?
I'm not sure whose is the drum roll, but they certainly get the bit of airtime at the start.
Okay, cool.
Quick one, Ando.
Go for it.
The Frank effect. How he affects the weather in Singapore. It was raining here the other day. This is from loyal podcaster Nat. She lives in Singapore. Raining here the other day, and I thought, what can the Frank effect do to the weather? I played the newly downloaded MP3 Far From Over on my BlackBerry, full blast. This is off a mobile phone speaker. Right. The rain poured harder. And it flooded some areas here in Singapore. Warning, do not mess with the Frank effect. See, she gets you. You thought the rain might go, but he's not biblical. Let everyone enjoy this. All right. Quickie. Daniel, he's in Brazil. My name is Daniel. I'm a Brazilian podcaster.
Yep.
I'm an architect, and yesterday I was running a little bit late for a meeting with a client whose name, and this is not a coincidence, is Roberto Stallone.
That is a coincidence, isn't it?
No. There are no... That's what the other rule about Frank. There are never any coincidences.
Okay.
And I was listening to the podcast. When you play the introduction from Far From Over, all of a sudden my car had a performance improvement of 253.5%. Dan obviously has one of those hot new Brazilian cars that can measure its performance improvement in percentages. Traffic seemed to be free ahead only for me. And, of course, I arrived successfully to meet Roberto Stallone. That's the Frank effect for sure, guys.
Hey, any more?
And one last quick one.
Yeah.
New Zealand podcaster Kate.
Yep.
She got up the other day about 5 minutes before the bus I needed to catch. Now, in need of some inspiration, I put on the Frank Stallone classic, Far From Over. I was easily ready within 5 minutes, but just before I left the house, the instrumental came on. Obviously, I had to stop and dance. Unfortunately, this made me miss the bus. Sometimes Frank's music is a bit too good. It distracts you from everything else. So at this stage, you're like, oh, no. Yeah. I mean, she's danced the instrumental. What's happened? Luckily, I was so amped up, I didn't need the bus. I ran into town.
International.
That's what it's doing to people globally. Cue Frank.
Hamish and Andy driving you home.
And what's the adult version of a slumber party? What do you say when you're a grown-up?
A sleepover? No, it's still pretty young, isn't it?
Well, who cares? Happy to be young. Had a slumber party at my house on Friday night with two men from the show. Yeah. They were involved. Came over, had dinner with the housemates and I. Yep. Kathleen Jack, who presses the buttons for us. Permission to microphone on.
Yep.
On.
And Jez, our IT web geezer. Yeah. How are you, Jez?
You was about to say geek.
No.
Oh, geez, sensitive. Since you brought it up, though, he is a bit of a geek. And now,
I should point out I was invited. I was invited.
After we found out you were busy. No. And I was invited. I would love for it to have been a whole team thing.
It would have been lovely.
And in fact, we all had the night free because we had put it on hold for a poker night at your house.
My fault.
Which then had to be rescheduled. So we found ourselves on Friday going, well, what do we do? I knew we would look to Andy for direction. So then we just went wild slumber party. My mum called Jack's mum, and
she said she didn't want Jack going along unless Jez was there to escort him. So Jack's mum rang Jez's mum, and because they know that obviously you're not a safe haven at your place, but if Jez is there for Jack
turned up with 2 UDLs that his mum had bought for him, so he knew about it. Had a slumber party. Now Saturday morning, I thought I would test the dedication of not just you and I, Ando, in our love for Frank Stallone.
Oh yeah, of course.
Frank has a brother called Sylvester that's done some films, but mainly Frank Stallone, the musical genius that is. And if you've been following the show over the past couple of weeks, you'd know that we've become aware of something called the Frank effect, which is what happens to the human body, mind and spirit when you play Frank Stallone's song Far From Over. We have now so many documented accounts of the superhuman strength that it provides people with, the motivation to do things. Julia Gillard has promised to adopt it as her alarm, and I think, judging by last night's debate performance, she obviously has.
I question whether she had. Because
jury's out.
The jury's out. I think
if she knew what was good for her, every response to a question in the debate she would have just put a Discman up with some portable speakers and hit play.
True.
And play Far From Over.
True.
And you would have seen 100% on the worm.
Yeah.
So I snuck downstairs. Jack and Jez were in the lounge room. Snuck downstairs at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Plugged in my iPhone to some speakers just because I always like to have Frank on hand. That's why I've transferred it to my phone. And fired this off. Now, it was very loud. Very, very loud. Jez, I have to be honest with you, mate. You didn't know what you were doing, did you?
I was in REM mode. I was sleeping very, very deep.
That's as in the dream state, not in his head he was singing That's Me in the Corner by REM. Jack, on the other hand... So, first of all, disappointed, Jez, because he didn't know what was going on. Yeah. Jack... Before it had even got through 2 guitar chords, leapt up, standing on the couch, and started airboxing.
Wow.
Now, that is the kind of Frank effect that I want to see under our roof at home.
That's amazing.
And I was fast asleep as well.
I don't think your body even knew it was doing it.
No, I had my eyes closed.
Your body was punching, but your eyes open. You woke up to see your body throwing punches. And that was a live Frank effect. Now... I don't want to encourage this too much, but I think we might have stumbled upon something else, Ando.
Yeah.
Surprise Frank affecting people.
Yeah.
Just pulling up to someone on the side of the road, hitting play on Frank Stallone Far From Over, seeing what it does to someone.
That would be excellent.
Ambushing them.
If people could send in at hamishandy.com an email.
Any evidence you've got of surprise Frank affecting people.
Yeah. If you've surprise Franked someone, that would just be exceptional.
It was remarkable to see what the Frank effect combined with the element of surprise did.
I mean, I don't know. Jez's brain doesn't work at the best of times in the way you'd predict it, so I don't think he's a good case study. But Jack, Jack...
Jez felt bad afterwards. After you left home, he's like, I was meant to get up before, wasn't I?
This is my house. When I play Stallone, you dance.
It's Hamish and Andy. Look, we said last week that it would be beautiful to bring out one of the most amazing singers that we've ever come across, Ham. Yeah. His name's Frank Stallone, responsible for this. A song that gives you so much energy. The Barocca of its time.
Audio Barocca, and please do continue to send in your Stallone, the Frank Effect emails, because what Frank Stallone has done for people by listening to his music is just bordering on superhuman. And that's what I love about coming in on Mondays, whilst obviously, in accordance with the song, technically you have to hate the day. Yeah. But the great thing is getting everyone's emails today about what Frank gave them over the weekend, what it inspired them to do.
And we're not concentrating on that because at the moment, Ham, I feel that you've been distracted, and so have I. I'm putting my hand up as well, but we need to get down exactly on a piece of paper what things need to be done to be able to bring him out.
I'm just saying.
Because a lot of people are saying, I want to go to the concert.
Yeah.
Frank, for one night, Stallone.
Yeah. Let me be frank with you.
Yeah. Let me be frank with your tour. Yeah. But the problem is we haven't done anything. We haven't done anything.
Of course we have. What do you mean? Oh, the reason I bring up the Frank Effect is because you can now go to the website, hamishandy.com, and upload a photo or video of you experiencing the Frank Effect, which I think would be a nice thing to have on the night.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't help us.
Montage of Frank Effect photos playing on the big screens as Frank rocks out in front of them.
It would be nice, mate. What's that?
That's the bell of achievement. So every time we organise something for the concert, such as, where are we going to get all the photos of the montages? People will upload them at hamishandy.com. Bell of achievement.
Okay, great. I'll bring up a list of things we haven't achieved, okay? And I think I'll have a longer list than you. We'll go one for one.
Take it away.
We have not secured the only person that can perform this whole concert, Frank.
On my list, I have Frank Stallone is aware of us. He tweeted about us, and we had a...
Yeah, he hasn't agreed to come out there. It's fine.
He's aware.
Okay. I need my own gong or something. We do not have a venue. Or we haven't even approached a venue.
We have dancers. The Frankettes are booked in and ready to dance.
What do you mean? How can you book in something for someone for something that doesn't even exist yet?
We've had plenty of offers.
Airfares. We don't have any airfares, and this is a real thing. Frank said that he'd have to come out first class.
I
feel can't afford that.
We have achieved swell.
Swell?
Groundswell. There's swell. There's swell about the concert, and you can't put a concert on unless there's a swell. Can't go surfing without swell. Same rule for concerts.
That can't seriously be on.
It's on my list. We have swell. We have Frank swell.
We don't have accommodation. We don't have a partner for accommodation. We're going to have to put it up ourselves, and we can't afford it. You and I. We can't ask Grumpy Dave. I've already tried.
We have over 5 great ideas for T-shirts. And that's merch cash. That pays for things like airfares and whatnot.
We cannot... What's that for?
Just fun to ding it. It's fun to get all these achievements. I'm just feeling like there's
But none of them have helped get Frank out here. None of them at all.
Everything on my list, I've achieved. All the things on your list, you haven't done anything about.
They're not separate lists.
Well, I don't know. All I'm doing is seeing 2 lists, and I see one list that's got a heck of a lot of ticks on it. That's mine. And your list, all I'm hearing is complaining.
Yours are ideas. Yours are concepts.
T-shirt ideas. Yes. Dancers. Groundswell.
I haven't even seen...
Check.
Okay, let's add to my list. Haven't contracted a manufacturer for a T-shirt. Haven't even talked to someone who may design it or has a print or has any manufacturing qualities.
I spoke to the guy that Wayne dreamt about in Wayne's World 2 that helps him put on Wayne stock. It's going to happen, Ando. I woke up with sand all over my feet. He's going to come.
Your house is just dirty.
Sand, dust mites, whatever.
So, Richard, we've got just kind of prying away from Virgin Money for a second. I've got a very important question for you. Hamish and I are really up against it at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got an endeavour on behalf of the good of the Australian people to bring out what we think the best singer-songwriter of all time to be able to create the biggest concert of all time.
Now, much like yourself, we're sort of forging into new territory here as concert promoters. We have not put on a concert before, but we're hoping to bring out Frank Stallone.
Do you know Frank Stallone?
Well, I know somebody that sounds like Frank Stallone.
We do not say the S word in this studio. I mean, Sylvester, he's not the black sheep, but he was the lucky sheep of the family.
Yes.
Because Frank really we see as the hero of the Stallone family, even though they are brothers.
Frank is the one that matters, is he?
Well,
Frank matters.
Yes.
It's a bloody good slogan for a bumper sticker.
Frank matters.
Frank matters.
So now, what exactly is it you want to do with Frank?
Well, he's responsible for this song. It's the energy drink, but just of audio.
Yeah.
People, when they hear it, when they have it as their alarm clock, they bounce out of bed. Productivity has gone up 3,000% since we introduced this song to Australia. The Prime Minister at the moment said that she's going to take it.
Babies have been conceived listening to this song. And the people weren't even in the same room as each other. That's how powerful the song is.
It does sound like a song that's going to have tremendous influence on the music industry.
Well,
yes.
And you know music. We know that.
And I know music.
I mean, Richard,
very, very important. I can see that.
You've had a terrific ride.
Yeah.
Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. That's where it all started. And he is our Mike Oldfield.
I can see. I can see this is a great discovery. So now, how can I help you?
Well, we're up against it because we've asked Frank. He's aware of us, but his manager has said that amongst many other requests, he requires to fly out here at the best class possible.
Yeah.
Now, we're familiar with V-Australia. It's terrific. It has their upper class. And without putting you on the spot, but bearing in mind that many Australian listeners really want you to pull through for them right here.
and we don't have a heckle of a lot of guests that own an airline. I mean, Russell Crowe's on the show saying he's only got a league team.
So I come in here and one of you presenters won $100.
Damn it, Jack! You ruined it. You should have given up for cash. Contra only.
The other presenters want a ticket for this very important,
Andy's band. I mean, he's got 5 guys in the band. So I mean,
band don't have to go up.
I don't think the band needs to fly in the same class as Frank. Nor should they get to.
The band could do chores on the way out.
Let me ask the audience whether they think I should do this.
13, 10, 60. Is that what you're saying?
There's a deathly hush here. I can't hear anybody saying yes.
13, 10, 60. If you want to say the first caller to call through can steer you on this one, I'm happy for that to happen.
You'll get your producer to call me. All right. Well, it looks like I'm not going to be allowed out of here until I say yes.
Well, Melina's called through. We've got Julie now. Plenty of myth held. Ashley, the phone lines have lit up. Do you want to go to a caller?
I think I'll have to go to a caller. We'll see what the caller has.
Okay. Ashley is the first person that's called up. Ashley, what are your thoughts?
I think we should definitely give him the ticket.
Okay.
Well, there you go, Sir Richard.
We'll go from Ashley to Sean. Sean, your thoughts?
Oh, he should definitely do it. Come on, don't be a tight ass, Rich.
Don't offend him,
Sean. We are asking a big favour. I mean, airlines are not cheap things to run.
Joel, bearing in mind we don't want to offend the sir here, but can you give a reason? And please be unbiased.
Look, I was lucky enough to fly business class over to Phuket a couple of months ago on V-Australia, and it was absolutely fantastic. I think Frank Stallone should be allowed to fly via Atlantic or via Australia.
Yeah, let's whack him up the pointy end. What do you say, Sir Richard?
If you can get one more to say it, then we'll do the deal.
Joel, you don't work for via Australia.
Phil joins us now. Phil, you're the swing vote here, mate. This is pretty exciting. Tell us, Phil, what are your thoughts?
I don't reckon I'll be able to go on living if we can't get him out here.
So it's a threat.
Okay, well, it looks like if it's a suicide or getting him out of here, I think we'll have to. I can't say it. The idea of giving away free tickets, but all right, we'll have to do it.
Richard, yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
Well done. And Phil with a very dramatic threat.
Will he reverse the tight ass comment, please?
Yeah, we'll call Sean back.
We want that taken back.
We'll get Sean to take that back. Sir Richard Branson,
that is struck from the record.
Thank you so much.
You are well, you're not a loose. But whatever the opposite is, you're a very generous guy.
This has saved the music industry of Australia.
Virgin Money it is. Of course, Virgin Flyer credit cards. There's a Virgin no annual fee credit card and also a Virgin Saver for people that want to get a very good percent in these trying times at the moment.
Good deal done. I mean, I think we've got Sean back on the line.
Sean, this is huge.
Sean, I mean, you've heard what Sir Richard's done. He's offered to fly Frank Stallone out. Is there anything we feel we might want to take back?
You're the man, Rich. I knew you'd pull through.
It's just a bit of tough love.
I thank you for those very kind words.
Thank you, Sir Richard Branson. Hamish and Andy. What have you got thrown at me? I'll take it on.
Okay.
I'm pumped up. Wow! You threw a bottle at me, but I ducked it. I weaved it.
Well, did you? Because I felt like I threw it right at your head and it just curved around your head because you're protected by the Frank effect.
Maybe.
Frank Stallone, the singer of this amazing song that you can hear playing gently under us because we're not legally allowed to play it at full volume because of the chaos it would cause across Australia, is the man responsible for the Frank effect. Tragically, his brother Sylvester was a trending topic, number one trending topic on Twitter over the weekend. Our Twitter page was flooded with outrage, people going, what the heck is going on? People have got the wrong Stallone. Why is Sylvester trending when Frank is clearly... There's a lot more buzz about Frank.
Plenty more buzz about Frank. Probably an admin error on Twitter's behalf.
They've just gone,
heard a lot of Stallone. They're like,
Stallone. What? Haven't bothered doing the research. Just write in Sylvester. Sloppy, Twitter.
Yeah, very. Quick Frank effect here.
Great.
International one, in fact.
Excellent.
Long-time podcaster. My dad is a paramedic, and he said they don't use defibrillators anymore. These days, everyone uses boomboxes playing Frank Stallone Far From Over. A simple jolt of the speakers onto a patient's chest will almost instantly get their hearts pumping again.
Get them back to life. They'll sit up, probably start dancing and go, thanks for the Frank. Thanks very much.
The only thing they say is the only side effect is the person starts doing press-ups as soon as they wake up, and that's dangerous to be doing after a serious heart condition.
So soon after dying.
Yeah.
Had another Frank effect just get shot in saying someone, they're a vet, and they were looking for a cat, I believe, had a non-descended testicle still in its abdomen. Now, it's a tough thing, I think, for a vet to find. They've got to find that that rogue...
Yeah, and nut and descend it.
So you just get it out, that stray plum, and push it through to join its friend.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. Could not find it. In a stroke of veterinary brilliance, popped on this...
Yeah?
Oh, what's that? Is that it?
Hang on.
There it is. And that cat now is strutting around with 2 descended testicles, thanks very much to Frank Stallone.
Hey, a little while ago, we decided that wouldn't it be great if we could bring Frank out for one night still only and just have a huge concert. Now,
we are working
yesterday on the show... We peer group pressured and we put him on the spot, but sometimes you have to do that to get what you want.
Yep.
So Richard Branson, we said, hey, would you fly out Frank? And he said yes. And we went, Andy's band.
And we went, trick question. Trick question. Frank Stallone just plays that music and he hovers across the ocean. But to give him a rest, maybe he will take a plane.
So V Australia are going to fly Frank out if we can get him. Now, that's the other thing. As Sir Richard Branson left the studio yesterday, he's like, so that's fine. Just give me Frank's details. We don't really have them.
Rich, we'll sort it out later. Give us the gold card.
Because we haven't actually got a firm yes from Frank.
That's okay.
Guys, we're speaking to Ken.
Yeah.
Ken's his manager. We originally spoke to Jeanette, who we thought was...
I think Jeanette's been taken off the case.
I think she has.
I think Ken's come in.
I'm not sure who... Ken's kicked a head in or two and suddenly he's in control of the game or something like that.
I think Ken's the big cheese. Within Frank Stallone Inc., I think Jeanette was sort of front line, but now Ken's the top of the pile.
Yeah, well, Jeanette was great. Yeah. I mean, she said, get him flights, get him some accommodation. We've done all that. Unfortunately, we're up against Ken now.
Interesting Frank fact for everyone.
Yeah.
Today, as many would know, is the 29th of July. Frank Stallone's birthday, or Franksgiving, as it's been suggested to be called, is the 30th of July.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Frank Stallone's 60th birthday.
Now, guys, we have put together a pitch to Ken. We said the flights are covered. Ken's toing and froing with the contract. We're trying to work out an appropriate fee. We do need to keep costs down. But we thought because it's Frank's birthday tomorrow, Franksgiving, should we think of a perfect birthday gift?
What can we assemble for Franksgiving?
We send it across. Every contract comes with a sweetener just to get it across the line. 13, 10, 60.
It's a little bit too old for us to put his kids through private school or any of the standard bribes that people use.
Bearing in mind, we don't have a lot or any money. Grumpy Dave's just got back from holiday. He's fairly furious that we've decided to put on a massive concert with not booking in anything.
However, Franksgiving's tomorrow. We've got to sweeten the deal. What can we put together? 13, 10, 60. What is a good gift for Frank?
Mark, on 13, 10, 60, what should we do to sweeten the deal with Frank Stallone?
Look, you can always give him a box of chocolates, just a nice little gesture, and with a jingle, thank you very much for composing that song. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good. That would be great,
Brilliant,
Mark.
I mean, the chocolates were a nice gesture anyway, but the jingle finishes
Mark,
it.
could we harness the technology that some birthday cards have where when he opens the box, the jingle plays?
Exactly, and only pick his favourites too, or the roses one, like the really good ones.
Yep.
No one likes the plain chocolate ones.
No, of course. Okay, yep, sorry. Roses was exactly what I was thinking of.
It has to be any chocolate that has a map in it. A flavour map.
A flavour map. Good stuff. Mark, that's going in. Box of chocolates.
That's in the contract now, Mark.
Yeah.
Liam, what do you think we should give Frank to, number one, sweeten the deal, but also for his 60th birthday tomorrow, Franksgiving?
Yeah, g'day, guys. I just love your show. First of all, I think we have to go the way Barack Obama did when he met the Queen for the first time.
Yep.
Give him a monogrammed iPod, maybe with some sort of, Rocky symbol or something on it, and preload the iPod with all the great Frank songs.
Good call. Or do we give him an iPod that can't have anything loaded onto it as a symbol of the fact that the only music worth listening to is already in Frank's head? When he invented Far From Over. Because as we've discussed before, Liam, there's two types of music, Frank and junk.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't insult him by putting junk on the iPod.
Or do we have an iPod, Ham, just to continuing this theme?
Yeah.
It has two folders on it.
Yep.
One is Frank Stallone. One is junk. We leave the junk empty, but just so he recognises that his songs are categorised. And then maybe put I Hate Mondays in there just because we know it's
a third mystery category. The funny thing is, I know Apple's about to make a fortune again tonight with the release of the new iPhone, but I wouldn't be against supporting, if you own an iPod, get another one. 2 iPods for everyone. One for Frank, one for junk. And because is it dangerous even having Frank that close to junk if they're just playlists or folders?
Liam, really important question for you because we're going to have to put both of these ideas in the deal sweetener. What type of iPod?
I think it needs to be one of those really old 120 gig, really old school ones. It doesn't
First
have to
generation.
have a colour screen.
Okay.
No colour screen.
Do we want
no colour? The green and white. Maybe the very first one for people that remember that. They almost had a glass front on plastic, and it had a scroll wheel and four buttons above it. We'll get him a 5 gig one, which I think were about $700 when they came out.
Strangely, that'll be more expensive than just getting a brand new one.
I know.
In fact, the collector's items.
I've had a bit of an idea, Ando.
Okay.
I think it's more of a gesture than a present to Frank.
That's fine.
As you know, on my tattoo sleeve, I have Olympic rings. That was from our Bye Bye Triathlon.
I've got
a Pink did a frog on a skateboard.
The artist Pink.
Yep, smoking a cigarette. A funny cigarette.
Yeah.
And I have
an anchor for when we did a tall ship adventure when we sailed to the Tasmanias. What, are you going to open up some real estate for Frank to tattoo you?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to put an F and an R in front of the anchor.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting a new tat. Getting a tat for Frank. Getting a Franker. Gonna get it done
Hamish and Andy.
Tomorrow. I've just decided right then.
Before your girlfriend gets back on Saturday.
Zoe's back Saturday. Can't stop me from doing it.
Dynamite is that new song by Teo someone. I've forgotten.
Oh, so sloppy.
Well, it's not sloppy, Ham, because it goes into one category.
Junk.
Yeah, of 2 categories.
There's only 2 types of music, Frank Stallone and junk. And no offence to everything else we play on the station, but that was, albeit new and well-produced, junk. And
unlike this song... Get me a horse. I'll race it.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Why are we doing a Far From Over happy birthday mashup? We'll tell you why. Because today is Frank Stallone's 60th birthday, a.k.a. Franksgiving. It's an amazing thing. This is the man that everyone in Australia is banding together to go, look, the power, the Frank effect, the feeling you get when you listen to that song is so powerful through speakers. What would it be like in real life? Let's get Frank Stallone out to Australia for a concert. We find out just after 5 when we speak to Frank's manager how that's all going.
Yeah.
How's Frank positioned time-wise?
I'm worried if we get him out, Ham, and look, I really hope that when we speak to Ken, we can get across the line.
Yeah.
But if we get him out, I wonder if he finishes with Far From Over.
Yes.
Say as an encore.
Yep.
And then he probably will play it once more time after that for a second encore.
Yeah.
Is that dangerous? Is it dangerous leaving a crowd so hyped? Like, do we need some kind of?
Is.
Do we need what? Do we need some kind of come down song? Like, do we need Enya as the house music or something? Just like something just to balance it, because otherwise people will go home and won't sleep.
They'll be running through walls. There'll be a lot of those sort of... You know, in cartoons, you see the man-shaped hole in the wall?
Yeah.
That'll probably be whatever venue we have this at, just smash... That's how everyone will leave the building.
A, we don't have a venue, and B, it's going to be very difficult to get one if we know we're going to trash it by the end due to the fact that Far From Over has just fired everyone up to run through the walls. So anyway, things to think about.
Tell you what, Anna, pop it on the list. Pop it on the list.
Sorry, yeah, I will, mate.
Come down music. Mandatory come down music. And to celebrate the fact that hopefully Frank will be touring.
Yeah.
We'll be getting him out. And look, I might have jumped the gun on this, but I decided that since today was Franksgiving, what better gift to give Mr. Stallone than a new tattoo on my arm. Came up with the idea all the way back in yesterday.
Wow.
To add to my tattoo sleeve. Now, I've got the Olympic rings.
Now, I haven't seen this yet.
I haven't shown you yet.
I was going to come along, and then I was like, no, I better not.
I'll save it for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the tattoo rings, the Olympic rings from when we did the Bye-Bye Triathlon.
Then Pink.
Pink did a tattoo on me.
Yep.
And then the very first tattoo I ever got was an anchor. For when we went to Tasmania on the tall ship. Smallest legal anchor you can get. But nevertheless, a real tattoo anchor.
March last year, I think it was.
Decided yesterday, put an F and an R in front of the anchor. Make it a franker.
Yeah.
Just to really hook me into the music scene.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't be moved from the music scene.
Now, are you viewing this as a fourth tattoo, or is it just...
It's part of the sleeve. I didn't even know if I'd have room left on my arm, but I went in and I was talking to Kieran, the tattoo artist. He's like, oh, yeah, we could probably fit another tattoo on around those 3 tiny ones. And obviously, you know, they did all the right things. They put alcohol on your arm. They shaved me down, and to sterilise the tattoo gun, they put it next to the speakers and they play this.
Of course.
Kills the germs.
It kills all the germs,
So once the gun has been sterilised, ready to rock. I mean, do you want to see it now, or do you want to hear how it went down?
What do you think? Do you think I'd...
Well, I reckon this is me in the chair, in the tattoo parlour as it was just about to go on. They'd done the stencil already. Or you can probably hear in the background the buzz of glory, as tattoo fans call it. That's heaven's buzz. Some say it's the noise God makes when he hums to you, because when you're addicted to ink like I am, you live for that noise. Probably, I'd say we're feeling very similar to the moment where Da Vinci penciled in the Mona Lisa's smile and went, yeah, that's actually a pretty good smile. Is she laughing? Is she crying? Happy with that? Let's ink it. Getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting ready. And it's a big decision.
Yeah.
What font you use for the F and the R. Do you have a capital F, lowercase r?
Well, I mean, this is what I would have thought you've done, and I haven't seen it again. I would have gone definitely a capital F, definitely a capital R.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go anything too, fancy.
Well, the thing is, Kieran had already done the stencil before I got there.
No.
And we pick it up now as I was asking him, what font have we gone for? Sorry, what font are we using?
Tattoo Girl.
No, you mean Tough Dude font.
Oh, yeah, Tough Tattoo Dude. There.
Oh, well, we'll do that again. What font is this?
Heaps Tough Tattoo Dude.
Oh, cool. Thanks for the info. Look, the font's technically called Tattoo Girl. Now, you wouldn't know it to look at it. I would say pirate scroll. But, I mean, technically, to fontists, it's Tattooed Girl. To honour the fact it's Frank Stallone's 60th birthday, for people that have just tuned in, and therefore Franksgiving today.
Franksgiving, yep.
The man we're trying to bring out to Australia for One Night Stallone, the greatest rock concert ever. I decided I'd go and get an F and an R tattooed in front of the anchor I currently have, making it a franker.
We've just heard that it's... I know, Dowdy Girl of the
Not Dowdy Girl.
What was it called?
Frivolous Princess. The font is called Tattoo Girl.
Okay, sorry.
Now, I didn't know that this was the font till it was being buzzed into my arm. And the tattooist Kieran just said, look, we use it a bit, mate, but you should know, technically, in the book, it's under Tattoo Girl.
Let's have a listen.
I don't have swirls or anything on it. There's no,
I'm worried about it.
But look, Andos, people that have a tattoo sleeve like I do now would know. It takes a long time, and it's a painstaking process. So we cut back to the finale of the action.
We going? Just about. But you just started. Oh, dude, I work so fast.
Okay. Just working on the R now. Happy birthday, Frankie, baby. I'll never forget you.
I'm sure he won't forget you.
Yeah. As a general rule, if someone is having their 60th birthday that played a great song in the 80s, you should always get a tattoo to commemorate it. Feels good. Feels great to add to the sleeve, and I can only hope that right now, and thank you, just getting a lolly for being such a brave boy. Can only hope that right now Frank Stallone's getting my face tattooed on his back. Let me know, Frank, if you're listening to this. Happy birthday, baby. Happy Franksgiving.
Give us a look.
You ready?
I'm not going to make comment on that. Give us a look.
I asked Kieran.
Because I've got a really certain view in my mind of what I thought it was going to look like. I thought more of a normal Arial font to make it very clear that it's FR anchor. Frank.
I don't think you'll be upset.
Okay.
I said to Kieran, if guys in jail had this tat, what would it mean? He was like, yeah, definitely like fully rad. He said some other things too, which I can't repeat on the radio. Might have been a little bit harsher. Ready?
Sleeves going up.
3, 2, 1. Stand back if you get easily shocked. The Franker. Photos at hamishandandy.com, complete with video.
It's really good.
He's good.
I would have thought I'm really happy with the size of
perfect.
the F&R.
Yeah.
It actually matches the anchor, and the font itself.
It's not that girly.
Kind of looks like an anchor, the anchor bit. Like
it has curls on it.
Curls and points.
If that R was made out of iron, you could put it on the front of a boat, tie a rope to it, almost like Homer Simpson did to stop the monorail.
We got an email a few hours ago.
Yeah.
We have been trying to pick up the courage to ring it.
Well, we needed everyone with us to make this call. I imagine this is like the first time you called a girl, Andy, and all your mates were crowded around the phone, hushed, waiting to see how it would go. The email was from a guy called Ken. He's Frank Stallone's manager. Overnight, we believe that the Stallone camp has agreed to the terms and conditions in the contract that Andy and I have been banging out with the legal boffins to try and bring Frank Stallone to Australia.
He said, just call me at the end of the email.
Just give us a buzz.
We're going to do it now. It's very late where he is, but he's waiting for the call. And do we want to listen to Far From Over just before we make the call? I mean,
we need to be fired up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Breathe that in. Okay,
make the call, Andy. Careful you don't break the phone when you punch the numbers too hard.
Hello.
Is that Ken?
Yes.
Ken, please hold for Hamish and Andy.
Okay.
Ken.
Yes.
It's Hamish and Andy. How you going, mate?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Very, very good. And I suppose, I know it's still the 29th in America, but happy birthday, Frankie.
Yeah.
It's Franksgiving. It's Franksgiving today, 30th of July. Have you spoken to the big man? Is he excited?
Oh, my God. If I didn't talk to him 800 times today, I didn't talk to him at all.
Oh, good.
So did you talk? No, you have spoken to him.
Now, Ken, we got an email from you saying that we should call you and that you've got some great news. I mean, we've gone back and forth with contracts, but can you announce to Australia here that, you've got an announcement on behalf of Frank Stallone?
Yes, I do. As manager of Mr. Frank Stallone, we are coming out to Australia.
Yes! This is the moment. This is the moment you flash back to when your life flashes before your eyes. God forbid I should ever drown or be involved in a situation where a train's about to run me over. But I'll flash back to this. This is the highlight of my life, Ken. This is amazing news.
Well, thank you for that. And we are looking forward to meeting everybody in Australia, all your listeners. I'm getting emotional, but...
we're getting emotional too. It's just, it's pants off and tears flowing in the studio here.
Hey, Ken, was it anything to do with the birthday presents we sent Frank that sweetened the deal and got us across the line overnight as far as the contract's concerned?
I recently got a present for Frank on my upper left bicep, my stern cannon. I had a tattoo of an anchor there, a very small anchor, the smallest legal anchor that you can get a tattoo artist to do, but I've now got the letters F and R before the anchor, so it's a Franca.
You guys are you guys came out here, you make everybody go in slow motion, I'll tell you that.
Well, please tell Frank he's now immortalised on my arm.
And we're encouraging a lot of people to go out and get Frankers.
Anyone that's in the Navy, please put an F and an R in front of the anchor. Make it a Franca.
Yeah.
So, Ken, tell the Australian people, when is he coming out? I know he's very busy, and it's a very specific date.
Well, we're coming out August 10th.
Coming August, you'll get here August 10th, and we can proudly... So soon, it's a week after next. And we can proudly announce that the night, Frank Stallone, Let Me Be Frank With You, the Fully Franked tour for One Night Stallone will be the night of August the 18th.
August 18th. Oh. And don't forget, now I'm coming out too, you know.
Oh, sorry. Kenny's going to be there as well.
Give me a little credit here. It's always the manager that's always in the, that gets run over by the bus. Oh, let's save this guy, but leave the manager behind.
Well, sorry, Ken. I thought you were more of a behind-the-scenes type man. But we'll give you 10 out of 10.
I'm right up there. I'm right up there.
Side act, maybe 10 out of 10.
Well, we've got to get to work, Ken. We've got to, firstly, work on accommodation. At the moment, he's staying at Hamish's house, but we'll work on that, Ken. And but the flights are out. We can't wait to see you August 10th for One Night Stallone on August 18th. Thanks so much for joining us, mate.
I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys and everybody from Australia, and just hold on for the ride, because when we hit the town, you guys are going to be blown away with Frank's music and how he performs.
You bet.
You telling us, Ken, it's going to be bigger than ever.
Thanks, Ken. We're going to the top with this one.
Okay, guys. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay,
all right, happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you.
Bye.
Thanks, mate.
Bye. So soon.
It's so soon. It's so soon.
Mate,
this is Wayne stock all over again.
We're in trouble.
We're not in trouble. We've got Frank, we've got Buzz, we've got T-shirt ideas. We're 99% of the way
How
there.
How are we going to get them printed in 2 weeks? We don't have a venue.
Give them to primary schools, puff paints, handmade.
Have we promised Ken something that we can't deliver?
No, we've promised. You heard what he said. Right of his life. It's going to be great.
Lovely to have you with us today, Franksgiving. Not only is it the day where Frank Stallone's parents gave us him, it's also in
1950.
It's also the day where Frank Stallone has given us the joy of the news that he will be coming out to play on a tour.
Amazing. And every time,
2.5 weeks.
Every time I move my left arm now, and I can feel the rustle of the
Franca,
the medicated protective cover over my new tattoo, the letters F and R in front of the anchor. People going, hang on, shouldn't it be F and S for Frank Stallone? No, F and R, Franca.
Yeah.
Join it up with the anchor tattoo symbol.
And I should say thanks to Mazda 3. Sorry, I got carried away. They set the pace.
They set the pace of this show. But only if you're impressed with the pace. If you think this show has a sluggish pace, then
they've set a better
Datsun
pace.
sets the pace.
Aaron, what do you want to say?
Going?
Yeah, but we're elated, mate.
Just trying to get our head around this,
we're
Aaron.
A buzz.
It's huge. We landed on the moon, the Berlin Wall, and now this.
We did it, Aaron. We did all those things.
It's my birthday on August the 12th, and now I have the best present idea. Anyone that asks me what I want for my birthday, Lofty wants to go to the concert of Frank Stallone.
Yes, he does.
Thank you, Aaron. Nathan on 131060. Your thoughts?
How you going, boys?
We're great, mate. How are you?
My heart's racing a million miles an hour.
Yeah, same.
Honestly, I just can't stop.
Yeah.
I just want to ring us up. I want to pre-book some tickets if I can.
See, Nathan...
Great question. Probably, I'm sure it's on a lot of people's minds.
Well, we need to sort out ticketing. Good call, Nath.
I'm going to get a raffle.
Nathan, great call.
I will get a raffle book.
No, I
and
think
I'll make tickets over the... Better than that?
Yeah. Nathan, it's also dawned on us over the last song that we need to get a few structures in place, Nath. Now, ticketing isn't something that we had ever considered, but the fact that you've rung up and said that you want tickets has definitely reminded us that it has to be in the forefront of our minds.
I think when Andy said structures too, he means like walls, a roof, some doors, a stage, things that would constitute a venue.
Mm-hmm. But that's fine. We can do that. I don't think so. At this stage, Nathan, we cannot give you tickets or get a pre-booking in.
Yeah, Nathan, hold the line, mate. $50 a pop. I'll talk to you.
No, that's not the way it's going down. Scott, on 131060, you have a bit of a merchandise idea.
Yeah, boys, I was thinking so you can get the girls involved. What about a Frank tank top?
Frank tank?
Oh, a Frank tank.
And
or a
guys,
Frank top.
A Frank top.
I'd love to wear a Frank top. I'd love to work out in a Frank top. I'd love your Frank top to be able to detect if you're doing weights and Far From Over immediately senses that your body's exerting itself and starts playing the music.
Can there be a little speaker in your Frank top that plays Far From Over on repeat?
Can there, Scott?
It couldn't get any better than that.
Well, thank you, Scott.
Someone's just emailed in here, Dave, and just written strippers. Now, I don't know if Dave is just saying now to celebrate, or does Frank want any, or will Frank and his band do that?
I don't know.
More information?
Yes, we required Hame. This is the best memo I've received in a long time. I've got it for you here, Ham. Came from a girl called Kelly Black.
Yep.
Right? Guys, in celebration of Frank Stallone's birthday...
Today.
The Fremantle Dockers will be playing Far From Over by Frank Stallone in the minutes before bounce down at the Carlton mid-derby between Fremantle and the West Coast Eagles this Sunday. It'll be played in the last 2 minutes prior to the bounce, immediately after the coin toss, to get the team and the crowd amped and ready for the big game between crosstown rivals.
Will the Eagles hear it, though?
Well,
because if they do,
question.
we don't get to have a scientific...
That's why I've got Kelly Black on the line.
Yes!
Yes.
Kelly, how you going?
Gents, great. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Now, first of all, how are you playing it? Is it a mini iPod where everyone gets to share the headphones? Is it a small accessory that has speakers?
Or do you play it to the stadium?
We're playing it to the stadium. We've got over 40,000 supporters. Going to get them amped. I'm going to get the adrenaline racing.
Kelly, you're going to need riot gear, Kelly, because that's the biggest Mass Frank effect. That will be the biggest on record.
Kelly, are you worried, though, that the West Coast Eagles, I mean, you being from Fremantle for the AFL, they're going to also hear it, your rival team, and thus you will not get the full benefits of the Frank effect?
Oh, look, it's our home game.
Okay.
So we've got the domination in the stadium.
Yes, so you feel like it's more important for the crowd to get the Frank effect.
Absolutely.
And that will
need the crowd behind our boys.
Who gets Kelly, I want you to be ready for something. It's going to feel like the World Cup Grand Final with all the vuvuzelas, but when you look in the crowd, you'll notice no one has a vuvuzela. People's mouths will just be able to make that noise after they've heard Frank Stallone.
Kelly, I'm interested, who's responsible for having to press play? I mean, obviously, you wouldn't have the normal person who...
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Good.
We've hired special guys.
Really? And so, can I say, obviously, the team theme songs are played when they run out in the field. Is it a separate guy to that who's responsible for playing Far From Over to the stadium?
Absolutely. So let me give you a rundown.
Okay.
The teams run out. So Fremantle run out at 2:32.
Yep.
Then we talk about the trophy, the Carlton Mid-Derby trophy.
Yep. Formalities. Yep.
Formalities. We toss the coin.
Yep.
And then from 2:38 till 2:40, it's loud. It's exciting.
It's Stallone. A good thing you're not doing it while the coin toss is on, because I've heard if you play Far From Over and toss a coin, both sides turn to heads, and they're both Frank Stallone's heads.
Thanks, Kelly.